Okay, supposedly it has been activated. Okay, I'm gonna double check.
Time to do the usual thing that I have to do now is first of all open YouTube in my main browser,
I
pop out
see
the
the
chat,
stream.
and then open
I do
YouTube in a
too.
second browser because it won't let me actually access it while I'm logged in into my account because of the adblock thing. So uh,
Dang it,
have
I
to
wasn't first.
twice.
Uh,
Exactly.
relatable.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. All right,
Hold
looks like we
on,
got a
I'll be
couple people
first.
flowing in. I think I'm just gonna comment first as well, just to yeah. Just we're all first.
We're all
I was the
first.
first mod.
And just time out everyone else and then type first.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
delete everyone.
Yeah.
Delete everyone else's messages
Yeah,
so we
just-
appear first.
Sorry, everyone. We take precedent
There
in our
can
own
only be
live
one.
streams comments. Oh my god, I agree.
Wait,
No,
I'm
definitely.
modding
I
the
have
chat. I
a
feel
bone to pick
discriminated
with you.
against.
Yeah.
So I can't prove anything because it's just correlation.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
within 12 hours of finishing watching the what's it called, the circus, all the
Uh-huh.
way through, I got an ear infection for 3 weeks.
You know, I think that's a pretty fair correlation, honestly.
And
I
I
wouldn't
believe it
know.
is your fault, and I'm holding you to
God.
blame for it.
Honestly,
Because-
fair enough. Oh man, that's a beautiful coincidence.
This circus has some serious side effects if you watch all of it. One is that I
Yeah.
now know the first three
Some would
sentences
say it curses
easily
you
script
because they're
by
all
heart
cursed.
in French. I mean, not by heart in French, but I've seen, at least I'm familiar with the French version. That's already bad enough. Ah,
Oh man.
Lavation.
Yeah, and it
Or
just it
whatever.
destroyed my computer too. So
Ear
there was also
infection.
that side effect that this is a different computer than what the circus was recorded on.
oh yeah, God.
Okay. Well, anyway, we have
Bro.
like over 40 people in here, so I think I can say, hey everybody, welcome to a stream. Today we're looking at the Conlanger census of 2023. We're gonna hopefully compare it with the previous ones too. So we got a few guests here. Yeah,
Yay!
yes indeed, we got some guests. And we might have more coming later if y'all want to say hi. I'm sure most of the people know y'all by now, but you might as well introduce yourselves.
I am a lizard of the Lingo variety.
This is true. This is a certifiable fact. And then
I'm Kate the pan plate. I'm pan and a plate. So there's my name.
also
reason.
factual statements.
Okay, real quick plug. My Discord server is at 499 members right now.
Hey,
If anyone wants to just scour over there and become the 500th, do so right now.
Someone ban him for self-advertisement, please.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Instantly
sure.
banned.
I can consent to being banned.
GG, that's it. Anyway, Ætérnal, introduce yourself? Question mark.
Sure. I'm basically Agma's tech support. I also make sure that whenever we make a cursed conlang, he suffers as much as possible. Though with our upcoming one, he's this time he's got luck, fortunately for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little spared next time. You'll see.
I also manage the Discord server more or less. So if you have questions about that, don't go to Agma. It's in his bio as well. Don't pester him about that.
I beg of you. Anyway,
we have a 500th member.
a 500
Cement
member
sandwich.
Amazing. Okay, so shall we begin with the 2023 Conlanger census results?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, let's turn it off. This is it. All right, bye.
All right, thanks everyone.
Yeah, thanks for
this
watching.
Thanks for watching.
Next time, bye.
Oh my god. Okay, so we had 2,430 people fill out the
That's more than
2023.
two.
That is more than two. That is more than
Go
two.
through each of them individually.
Yeah. It is also more than the previous year, which was 1,927, and the first year, which was 1,033. So we've been
Fucking go.
increasing each time, which I like to see. That
Yeah.
increased participation rate, better accuracy on the samples. Though you can see how the sample is skewed in this first result right here, which says, where did you access this survey from? As you can see, this is a very YouTube-heavy census, which makes sense considering that this is a YouTube channel, and that is how this was advertised.
Yeah, YouTube and Discord were what? Is that 95.7% or is that?
Yeah, pretty much. We got
Yeah.
1.6% Reddit.
9.
We have 0.9% other social media platforms, and then 1.6% other, I guess. It makes me wonder what the other was, but
Someone told them in person.
Yeah.
And they typed down the
Okay.
URL letter by letter from what the person
Either
said.
that or an email
dedication.
or a letter. That's like the only option at that point.
The QR code.
A QR. Yeah, you gotta make a QR code, Agma.
this is I forget. Yeah, I could just imagine just QR codes with no context, just like posted on light posts and stuff around various cities. People fill that out. Yeah,
Exactly.
Very accurate.
Oh, there's a light post that has a QR code on my college campus, and I've considered scanning it every time I walk past.
Someone's asking, is this a stream or a premiere? This is a premiere. You are
This
in
is a
fact watching
premiere.
a recorded video. None of this is live. Absolutely nothing. No.
Yeah,
None of it
direct
is
to your
live.
doc. We knew you would say that.
Yeah, it was all predicted. In fact, you didn't just say that. That's something you said weeks ago, and we've just compiled it all together now in like the shape of live stream comments. Anyway, so how does this compare to the previous years? Well, looks like in 2022 we were 70% YouTube, 19%
We got more YouTube.
Discord, and 8.3% Reddit. So less
80%
Reddit
from Reddit.
representation this time.
We lost Redditors.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's like
You love
honestly
to see,
that's
love
a
to see
win.
it.
And then the first year that we did this, it was little less YouTube, but is pretty evenly split between Discord, Reddit, and other, interestingly. So that's kind of fascinating, I guess.
I guess part of it is
My
also
favorite
because
social media, other.
if you compare how many people accessed it from Discord. I know from you. No, actually, I guess that argument doesn't work because I was going to say because the Discord server is bigger now, but it's also probably because they just have more subscribers now, mostly because of that, because YouTube is the biggest bracket also.
That might have something to do
Probably
with it. There is a
I guess
possibility.
few people that only know you from Reddit, I guess,
Oh God.
which is progress, I suppose.
That is an interesting theory right there. All right. Anyone else have any comments on this? I do agree that it would be interesting to narrow these results down to like just YouTube, just Discord,
Yeah,
etc. to see how
filter
things have
by
changed.
Discorders.
Yeah, we could do that
Well,
like in the spreadsheet later if we want.
What is interesting is if you take a look at how many people access it from YouTube.
Yeah,
It's like over 10% of your subscribers. So,
that's pretty good.
pretty good engagement.
That is a pretty good engagement rate.
Assuming that was all from the video.
Yeah, I mean, I know LingoLizard shared it. I know Bibleridian shared it. So that there could be.
Oh,
Some...
Bibleridian shared it.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, shall we move on?
I shared
to
it with my
question
friends.
2? Good.
Yeah, question 2.
Woo! How old are
Question
you? Yeah. I can't wait to see how this
16
compares.
to 19 represent.
Oh yeah, there you go.
16 to 19 sweep.
That is
Yeah.
right there. So interesting. What a shock. We have the youngest people are the overwhelming majority. So between
Wow.
ages 13 and 29 takes up about 95% of the share, which
I mean, that makes enough sense, I suppose.
yeah. Because, YouTube, again, YouTube Discord users gonna be younger mostly, but I feel like that'll be like more of a shock to some of the older generation conlangers. I wish
Old
we had
people
George Corley on here. So let's see. Have conlangers gotten older or younger in the past year? Let's find out.
Well,
All right.
I didn't pick up on the mic, but I slammed my desk like a drum roll.
I don't think much.
It looks like 1% of the 13 to 15s entered the 16 to 19 range.
Wait, yeah, go back. It's 19, 40, and 33.
Yeah, and
And here we have
18,
18, 41, and 34.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
God. It's not exact, but it's like shifted around a bit, I guess.
It's literally so close.
It is so close.
Yeah.
Look at that. And then how does that compare to the previous year? So interesting. The previous year they were older. So conlangers got younger and then have kind of stayed relatively the same. Oh God, what's happening?
All conlangers have just collectively stopped aging.
Yeah. We all paused the aging process for the meeting.
True.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, that is pretty consistent. I don't think it would be able to go significantly lower than what it already is, Probably not, at least. That other Ted said, "Wow, I've achieved the highest age level." Congratulations. Oh man. How many people outed themselves as breaking YouTube and Discord's rules? 22.
Yep. Next year we should have people put in.
I'm hoping at least one of those people are like from the other ones, and like just someone just share a link at a middle school playground or something.
You cut out so much.
God. Okay, hold on. Is it me or is it just no, I don't know. It's apparently hold on, I'm just gonna do that for now. Maybe that'll help. So what we're saying is what we should do next year is just have people enter the Discord usernames as well, and then we just ban all the people that say they're under 13. And there's no problem with us talking about that because they're just gonna forget it till next year anyway. So
no,
God,
remember that.
That would be a
Slay.
savage move right there.
That's a girl boss move.
You gotta keep the
I happen to know of a Discord server that did that at some point where they just had a poll and asked people how old are you, and everyone who answered under 13 they just banned them.
Out of here.
They banned like 200 people or something, I don't know. Just some ridiculous number.
That's pretty legendary. Oh my God. So I guess the next question then, how old were you when you started conlanging? Let's see what that looks like. Right? Okay. So we got... Oh, interesting. Oh. Huh.
Interesting.
So just a bigger bulk of people in that younger column, and more people in the 20 to 29 column. I mean in the 30 to 39 column than the 20 to 29 column. What the heck? Oh, I see how this works. The age scale just goes down. It's shifted. That's
The age range shifts.
freaking Google Sheets and Google Forms in your color. Okay, whatever. So 6 to 12 got a large chunk on this one, which I'm pretty sure that's what I put because that is accurate to my life.
I started in 13 to 15.
I started in 612.
The year 1315.
I started in the year 1315.
I wrote the Voynich manuscript.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'd be in that green segment there, probably.
The 16 to 19. Yeah.
Old person.
Oh.
Very few things in my life would put me in the started at 16 to 19 range.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I know it might be cool also when looking at like more comparative data to see how many people answered 16 to 19 for right now, and 16 to 19 for when you started Conlang.
Yeah, how many fresh conlangers we got?
Are just straight up fresh at this. That would be cool. That would be very cool. And there were 23 people who said they started between ages 30 and 39. Would you look at that? And 7 who said 40 plus.
Who said 5 or younger?
You don't even know how to speak your own language before that.
I learned how to read when I was 6.
God.
One of them made the Goo Goo Gaga language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My particular idiolect of Goo Goo Gagas was my first conlang. Oh my god.
By the way, I'll be right back.
How
Just
dare
1
you?
minute.
Let's see how that compares to previous years. 2022. How old were you when you started conlanging? Oh, shit. There you go. We weren't monetizing this anyway. Anyway, let's see. Pretty similar, honestly. Though it looks like, the ratio is pretty similar. Which I guess it makes sense for this particular graph to remain more consistent than this one. Because the people who are repeating the survey again are going to have a constant number that will be the age they started. So, makes sense. Did I put that question in the first year? Oh shit, it keeps on glitching and scrolling down on me, huh? Oh,
It just hates you.
it really does. It's showing me all those 2021 results. Okay, there we go. Also pretty consistent. Like, that is also nearly the same. So not much change on that front. All right. Oh, we're showing plot twists.
Why do you keep scrolling down like that?
It's not. It's
glitching the window. It's probably because you're going back and forth out of full screen and it just doesn't know how to handle that because websites are jank.
That might have something to do with it. All right. Next, we have the pronouns. We got a he majority. We got the he majority, followed by they, them, followed by she, her, followed by any, all, and then followed by neopronouns or other. So that, I think, is pretty similar to last year as well. Yeah.
You can tell this is a select all that apply question because these percentages just don't add up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I definitely made it a select all that apply question. I don't know if I did in the previous ones, and that was a comment someone made, so I fixed it. Did I? Let me check.
Yeah, because it was a comment that I made on the first one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All that apply.
You're right. You are correct. Yep, there we go. So, looks like there were more he, hims. And
oh, no!
So the he-him ratio has shrunken slightly since the last.
The he-hims are gone!
That's quite consistent with what's going on the Discord server, honestly. I could see that happening.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then I think in the very first one, as Kate has said, I think I had it.
There was the write-in option on this one.
Oh yeah, the write-in. That's what I did.
Led to a lot of inconsistency and people making.
I think you should probably have it's as an option next census.
Oh yeah, we probably should. That would be interesting to see.
That's
fair. You should.
That's fair. Why not?
You really should.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Come on, glitchy. No more glitchy. Okay. So next we have the introverted, extroverted, or somewhere in between question. All right. And so we have a 60% majority on introverts. And then we got that ambivert gang at 31.5%.
Where are y'all at?
And 8% extroverted. Woo!
Sounds about right, honestly.
I'm in the extroverted category.
I think I put myself as extroverted as well.
I buy that.
Yeah. There is no end to social interaction for me, even if I try. Yeah. So let's see how this ratio has changed in the past year. Let's find out. It is when I switch the freaking tabs. Annoying.
You considered not going into full screen. I'm not doing that. That might help. Just
you know what? I'm gonna. Oh nope. I don't want to do that. There we go. Alright. It still freaking did it. Okay, anyway.
Ooh, we see the bookmarks.
Now we'll
Oh,
just
no.
leave it at that, and maybe it'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright,
Here's
so
hoping.
Slightly more extroverted
Yeah.
and slightly more introverted at the same time.
yeah, really.
Yeah, we lost on ambivert.
No, the ambivert fandom is dying. Retweet if you're a true ambiverter.
The ambivert fandom needs your help. All we need is your mom's credit card number. Alright, let's see. Oh, I didn't do that in the first census. That's why.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the first one.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
Jesus.
Okay.
It really likes doing that to me, huh? So, cool. Yes. More introverts. I mean, more introverts and more extroverts this year. Good times. Good times. Next, the sexuality question. Oh no, here we go. We got 38% straight.
Oh, that also looks about right.
Yep, there we go.
Ooh.
That looks about right.
Yet again, I am the only straight person here. Help me.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Agma
Oh
Schwa.
no. Oh no.
You get the straight pass. You can be straight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Well, if Schwar was here, we would have another straight person.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, so it looks like we got 12.3, and this is also a checkbox one, so you could check like as many as apply to you. At least I think it was. Yeah, it is. Or also it would have been a circle graph.
Kind of interesting that asexual is the third most common.
Yeah, asexual comes in at third. Bias is at second place. Yeah, look at that. Looks like lesbian.
All
comes in
conlangers
last
do
place
is
this
be
time.
Someone in
bisexual.
chat is accusing you, Agma, of voting 873 times.
You know, I was really desperate to get the number higher than last year's, and
Higher than last year.
oh my
He
god.
had to vote so many times.
Let's check if it's higher than last year.
I had to do
numbers
it 873 times. Oh my god. And let's see. That one I think was a pie chart in previous years. Yeah, this one was a pie chart in previous years. I think it's better as the checklist. But yeah. Looks like straight was 37.7% last year. Everything
Slightly
else
more
had the majority.
straight?
I guess it is slightly more straight by like 0.3 or so percent. Interesting. And what else do we have?
Well, there's also
Oh yeah.
the fact that people could pick multiple. So
This is true. This
There-
is true.
Yeah, that is true.
True. So
like maybe someone would have picked queer over straight originally, and then decided to pick straight and queer this time, or asexual and straight, or something.
yeah, this is definitely a possibility. So we shall keep it as a checklist for future years like this. For most accurate polling.
For the straight representation.
Yeah, for the ever so slight straight representation. Again,
All right,
voted
Agma, you
800
only
bit
did
of
it
straightness as a treat.
871 times because
Okay.
2 people in chat have admitted to being straight.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. Next question, the romanticity question, which is a new one. It was not in the previous years.
Yeah.
So looks like we got another like 38%, nearly the same as what was labeled as straight.
Well,
for
most people who
sexuality.
pick straight aren't gonna
Yeah.
be different in the
Yeah.
heterosexual.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it happened. It happened 0.6 or 0.5% of the time. So
We
there
got
you go.
fewer arrows.
True.
Yeah.
Look at that. Interesting.
Oh, the other Ted's so right. We do need a demisexual next time.
I agree.
That would be nice, considering I am demisexual.
There you go. Sorry for making you put other. Yeah.
I mean, I think I put asexual, actually.
Okay.
'Cause it's like, it's close enough.
Gotcha. But again, yeah, we can definitely include that in the next one.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, just remind me whenever we're like making it, you know.
I will remind you.
Yeah. Got him. All right, cool. So yeah, there's nothing to compare this one to because this is a new question. But yeah, I'd say pretty expected results, honestly. All right, let's see. Next, we got the trans non-binary question.
Here we go.
Right there.
You know.
We got 31%, 31.2% yes. We got 8.3% unsure and 60.5% no.
That
Got
also
'em.
sounds about right.
That
It
sounds
gave me
fair.
flashbacks because just earlier today I heard a 41% joke.
What?
Cringe.
Oh god.
So 41% is a statistic that's often like jokingly said toward trans people just because
Oh god.
there was a study at one point that found that 41% of trans people killed themselves
Oh god.
or something.
Oh no.
Fascinating.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's more so just attempted suicide, not necessarily
Oh yeah,
successful.
that makes more sense.
Not bad enough.
But yeah, 41%.
Yeah.
31% is weirdly similar.
Yeah. Well, and if you add it up too, it is like, oh god. Anyway, yeah. Let's see how that compares to last year. Let's see. Last year looks like
86,000
We're slightly more
seconds.
trans now.
we are indeed slightly more trans now.
The transgenders are joining the ranks.
That's right. Interesting. Look at that. And let's see how that compares to the previous year. Da, 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 da. Oh wow, yeah, it's increased by a lot. Look at that. 2021
Slowly
it
but
was
surely.
24.2
Alright.
and now it's
We're taking over.
31.2.
It's like the Accord mod team, but slower.
That's true. I don't think we have a single straight staff member on the server.
Yeah, nope, I don't think so. Yeah, so yeah, the ratio is definitely increased. Would you look at that? Again, not very surprised. All right. Next, let's see. The neurodivergent question. Do you identify as neurodiverse in any way, which can include ADHD, autism, etc.? Didn't require people to say which one, but just any kind of neurodivergence. So we got 45% yes, 29% unsure / undiagnosed, and 26.1% no. So there you go. That is
Oh, we got the
Really?
neurodivergency.
certainly
Neurodivergent sweep.
Yeah.
certified sweep right there. Let's see how that compares to previous years. Because I didn't do that in the first one, but I did it last year. And last year we had 41% yes, 27.9%.
That looks basically the same to me.
That looks pretty close.
Actually,
It's
no
more
one
in the
on
definitely yes column. The
I
definitely
see.
yes has
Katakana.
increased.
In chat said,
Guess some people got diagnosed.
26.1% here are neurotypical. Is it really typical?
Not here.
That
it's
is
not.
true.
Not in the
Not
Conlang
here.
community. Not in the Conlang
Being
community. it's
neurotypical is rare
not.
here.
There you go. Welcome home. But yeah. Yeah, cool. And then that was not in the
Shocked, I say.
2021.
Indeed.
So, next, I think the order might switch up versus last year's on some of the questions.
There we go.
But the next one is what is your highest level of completed level of education? That is something I specified this time that I did not specify last time, which could potentially tweak it a little bit.
It makes a lot of sense that middle school would be the highest category, considering we had a lot of like 13 to 19-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. So that fits
So,
pretty well.
Have we
Or
got
well,
any
it's not the
linguist-
highest category, but it's second highest.
Yeah.
Have we
High
got any
school
linguistic-
diploma sweep.
High school diploma sweep. I have my high school diploma right there on my shelf.
I don't know where mine is. Bro.
Well,
Have we got any postdocs here this time, Agma?
let's find out. Let's go through the list real quick. Let's go along the checklist. So we got the European sense of college diploma with 116. It's not really a concept that exists in the United States, but I put it on there for the European audience.
Americans, you have no reason to choose this.
I
Exactly.
have no idea what that song is.
Then we got associate's degree / 2-year university degree at 3.6% Then in third place, we have bachelor's degree or 4-year university degree or equivalent at 13%.
Some universities also have a 3-year bachelor's degree, so
Yeah, but that's a bachelor's degree. Then we got master's degree, which is mine. Got 'em.
Slay.
And I was among the 3.7%. Then we have doctorate and PhD, 13 people.
13 people.
Wow, that's impressive. That
13
is
people.
impressive.
And we have
Who
no
probably have
beyond
much better
PhD.
things to do with their time. Took the time to fill out this survey.
That's right. That's right. Thank you to the
You gotta
13
respect the grind.
literal PhDs who not only thought that it was worth that like, you know, it was worth acknowledging me and my cursed content, but also to fill out the census. And then other is just 3.4%, which I kind of wonder what those are, but yeah.
Elementary school,
it's
the highest level.
maybe
They're
it's some of
still in
the
middle
less than
school.
13-year-olds outing themselves being like, I have an
Well, you can
elementary
be
school diploma.
13 and not graduate middle school.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, fewer people than declared themselves as under 13 declared themselves as PhDs. we got the
Whack.
whole scale here. Let's see how that compares to last year. Again, it's probably going to be slightly less accurate because I just wrote what is your current education level, so slightly different connotation.
Currently
Probably
in
not
high
comparable.
school.
Yeah, so again, it's got like high school is like a solid plurality right there. Yeah, and then graduated high school. Yeah, I don't like
Because all the
way
people
this
who
question
said
was
middle
before.
school would have been currently in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also, like, a lot of people probably... Well, I mean, I graduated from that census to the census.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just don't really like the way this question was worded the first 2 years. Because
Yeah.
it's just like currently
I
in
think
high
that-
school, then graduated high school, but then currently in college. But wait, can't you be both? Like, you know, it's kind of
Yeah.
broken in comparison to the way that it is now.
Yeah.
The
But
way
yeah.
this more recent version is more elegant.
I agree. I think that was the last thing I tweaked on this version too. I was like about to put it out, and I was like, you know what? I don't like this. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So there's our current level of education right there. Nice. All right. Next, we have a language question. How many natural languages can you speak to at least a B1/lower intermediate level? We have a strong plurality for 2. We got bilingual right there.
I was very generous with myself for counting my skill with German.
I'd say you were good enough. You know a lot about German. I put myself as 2 with my Spanish skills, but I do speak Spanish at work a good amount of the time.
With B1, I am at least 4. I put myself as 5+. Not to flex or anything.
Oh, you and 87
Not to
other
flex
people.
or anything.
You are the
Bilingual
LingoLizard after all.
sweet.
Yeah, that
I
is.
Wait, what is
am.
the average viewer of the channel so far?
God.
Or the median viewer, I guess?
All conlangers do is be bilingual.
Eat Russian
Have
shit.
ADHD or audio or something.
Oh my god, yeah.
He, him pronouns, cisgender, straight, sadly.
Well, yeah, by plurality, yeah.
By plurality.
I mean, most of these are plurality.
Only 30%. I don't think that's the average at that point.
Yeah. That would be kind of funny to do to like create like meld all these together to create like the average conlanger.
And then we can find who was the average conlanger. Who submitted being the average conlanger.
that give someone a prize. Well, that would spoil the anonymity, but it would be funny to come up with the congratulations if you are blank 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 blank.
Conlanger.
The funniest thing is if in all but one category, that being the master's degree, it ends up just being you, Agma, and then you have to give yourself a prize.
Certified. All right, let's see if that changed versus last year. Looks pretty similar to last year, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, did I ask this question all the way back in 2021?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I
No,
did.
no.
Or if I did, it's later on in the form.
I'm hoping for some good left-hander representation this year.
We're gonna find out, but I think it's later
Okay,
on.
judging by the response counts, next year I think we can get to 3,000.
I think that is statistically likely. Yes. Also, if I make a specific video for it next year, because this year I literally didn't make like a dedicated video for it. I just like advertised it in the circus and in posts and on Discord
That's
and
true.
stuff. So if I make a dedicated video for it next year, we can definitely get above 3,000.
Do that.
Yeah.
I also like want to. Okay, I'm gonna like plan way hard ahead. Like
I just looked at your
I'm gonna make
channel
it a
and
video.
the
I'm gonna make a
drop-off.
video slightly later in the year, and it's not gonna have anything to do with the census, but I'm gonna plug the census anyway.
There you go. Nice.
And see the flood, and just see the flood of responses.
The drop-off of views on the Cursed Conlang Circus is hilarious.
Isn't it?
20K, 9K, 6.5K.
I know, it's insane. It's
As someone who has seen all the submissions, I can't blame you. Like, good God.
yeah, it's a lot.
I
but-
watched it all the way through.
I had that thing playing while I was sleeping. Like,
Actually, I think I stopped watching once Paxilla went on. I definitely stopped paying attention.
You took a break
course.
after that one. That's
I'm gonna be
after
real.
yours,
I
yeah.
hopped in just to see. I hopped in during the stream just to see when Touching Grass was being presented, and then hopped out.
Yeah, that's totally
I'm
fair.
sorry.
I'm getting comments from people saying that they've been watching it gradually over the past like 2 months, and I'm like, you know what? That's fair. That's
They're
totally
making their
fair.
way.
See,
They're
Fingal
braver
watched
than
it.
I am.
Fingal in chat watched
Yeah.
all of it.
Woo, Fingal, yeah.
I watched enough to get an ear infection.
I watched enough to destroy my computer editing it. Good times.
Oh, Fingal, are you the person who said skill issue? I have more respect for you now.
Got him. Got him. Hey,
Wait,
we
I
got
did-
lots of people.
What
in
did I
here.
say? Skill issue to again?
No, Fingal said skill issue to me earlier, I think. Because I said I got an ear infection from watching CCC 2, and Fingal was like,
That is a
skill issue. And I found out that they watched it too, so
Got him.
yeah. The
Got
Zip
him.
Creator, I loved your language, the Zip
Yeah,
Creator.
yours is awesome. All right, shall we move on to which of the top 22 most widely spoken languages in the world would you speak? Do
Spanish.
you speak in at least a B1 lower intermediate capacity? So we got a 98.9% English, which
Wow,
congratulations to
not
those of you, yeah, who filled this out without
No,
that.
what gonna win? Okay, so the average conlanger speaks English. Good to know.
Wow.
The average
What?
conlayer
Shout out
speaks
to
English.
the two speakers
Well,
of
I
Wu
think-
Chinese.
For this one, we really need to consider the fact that it's only
Yeah, this is like
people who would speak English taking this.
This is more of a question of like what are the most popular second languages, because like obviously I'm like this is an English language YouTube channel shared across
English
the English
language
language
census.
So
content
approximately 6% of conlangers are weebs. Gotcha.
community. Oh, got him.
1.1% of conlangers are ballsy as hell.
Wait, where's the 1.1?
English.
Oh yeah,
My-
oh yeah, 1.1% of you. That is impressive right there. More people than spoke Marathi and Telugu didn't speak English at least a lower intermediate level, and then also none of the above. Which if it was none of the above, then how is it more? Than the
More
amount
people.
Of people
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
throwing that up at all,
Something's
yeah.
not right here.
little sus there.
Some people lied.
Oh,
People lying on the census? Insane.
no way.
No one could lie on my census.
That would never happen. Not here. Not today. All right. So last year I asked a similar question, but I think it was only 20 languages, and a bunch of people got mad because I forgot to put German on there. So
I was one of those people.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there you go. So only we have a higher English rate, but also a higher none of the above rate, so it doesn't matter.
No,
anyway.
we have a lower none of the above this time.
Well, yeah, this time, but like in 2022, we had more. Oh yeah, I just said it backwards. Anyway, yeah. So I guess we have more people who have understood the meaning of none of the
Shout
above.
out to the 2 Marathi speakers who responded in 2022.
Hey. And then I did not have this question.
Okay,
in
and now it's
2021.
like 5. Yeah, it's 5 now. At this rate, come 2030, we're gonna have a lot of Marathi speakers. All I'm gonna say.
That's right. It's gonna pass 2%.
Marathi sweep.
Marathi sweep.
I'm gonna learn Marathi just to increase that number. I'm not, but that would be
that would be
that
a
would be
gamer
funny.
move for an extremely small victory. Oh my god. Anyway, next, did you grow up for 4 or more years of your childhood in a multilingual household? We have a 78% monolingual sweep. And then
Yeah.
and then we got 17.9% bilingual household and a 3.5% trilingual or more household. Interesting.
This is fairly interesting because earlier I thought like 40% of people said they were bilingual.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't mean they grew up bilingual. I suppose
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
I
That's
swear, my
interesting.
parents I believe only spoke English around me and my brother. But then like as soon as like we stopped having the ability to just pick up new languages like as really, really young children, they're like, okay, we're code switching in Spanish now. I just got trolled. I got
Like,
gamer momented.
Good luck. What's the phase of brain development called? The
Oh god.
Plasticity? No.
it
Wait.
was I don't know. There's like a phrase in that the linguistic professors would use to talk about the age range at which you are best at
Like
comprehending
psycholinguistics
languages.
is the one, and the neurolinguistic is the one part of linguistics I don't care about in the slightest. So don't ask me.
Yeah, well, obviously there's enough bilingual people in here to have overcome the monolingual household majority.
Heck
here.
yeah.
So yes, language learning for the win.
Base.
Got him. And then I think I asked this in previous censuses.
Yeah.
There we
There
go.
it is.
There it is. Did you grow up in a multilingual household? It is pretty much the same. It is like 0.1%
Yeah.
different.
Some people are saying critical period. I think that sounds about
There
right.
you go. Critical acquisition
Critical
period.
language
Sounds right,
acquisition
yes.
period.
Got him. That's the word. Thank you.
Fucking nerds.
All right. Cool. Next. Do you speak a tonal language at least an A2 elementary level? We got an 80% no sweep. Woo! And then we got
This gang represents 我可以说一
6.1%.
点普通话.
Wait, we should have a question that asks if your native language is English or not.
I
That would
mean,
probably be a good idea, yeah.
honestly, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah,
I'm adding that to the chat.
add it to the chat.
Yeah, write that
Oh,
down.
or kicking at it.
Totally forgot about it.
I love being the person who adds stuff to the chat.
I'm like, I wanted to contribute, but Kate was like, no.
Got him. I don't know what to put there, said A0 Piraha speakers rise up. Relatable. I think we're all A0 Piraha speakers here today.
I'm A-1.
A0 Piraha speakers rise up.
That's the real sweep here on this chart. And then this is a new question, so I have no precedent on this one. Yeah. Now we are on to a conlang question. How many conlangs can you speak or understand to at least
Surprised
an
it's
age below?
0.
Yeah, it is a majority 0 right there.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not surprised at all.
Well, Stealthy was surprised.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that before. uh, I guess I'm assuming conlangers are bigger nerds than they actually are.
Okay, I
Both
think
of them
we're
just
all
speak
very severely nerds, but
Mhm.
everyone. I feel like also people are gonna say they're worse at their language than they actually might be.
Yeah,
But at the,
Dunning-Kruger moment.
yeah, but at the same time, like I can't really say that I speak Auto-June even though I write the comic in it.
Miken toki toki pona.
Well, yeah, there's Tokipona. I bet that's what a lot of the people who
Yeah.
answered one.
I
are
hate
gonna-
Tokipo.
Literally me.
Someone
Yeah.
in chat is saying A0 high performance speaker here face mode. I mean, legitimately, if there's a language out of all the jugglings that we've made that I'm the best at, it would be Ultra French. I can at least form simple Ultra French sentences.
Isn't that just
That's because it's
tragic?
French.
Oh, it's much worse than French. It's
I
No,
know, I
oh.
know. I watched the video.
Oh yeah, because like I spent so much time translating that damn text that by the end of it, I just had most of the common endings memorized.
yeah, yeah. It's and that is extremely cursed of a language. It's well, what a mess. But yeah, yeah, and then I bet the people who speak 2 languages, it's probably Tokipona and maybe like Esperanto or something.
There are people talking in Tokipona in chat now.
Hey, hey, there's the 27.8% in the chat right now. All right, cool. And then I think I have this in previous years. There we go. How many conlangs do you speak last year? It was pretty similar. What is the exact comparison? Looks like it's actually a little bit less 0 than last year, right? Is it? 56.9%
Less 0 and less 1,
Oh,
which
no,
means
it's
that people are learning more languages.
it's more 2s, but it's and also more 0s and less 1s.
No,
So
they're less zeros.
oh yeah, you're right. There are there
Or at least percentage-wise.
56, 55 last year. So there are more 0s this year than last year.
There are 300 more zeros.
Yeah. That's interesting. And then we got 38 people who said 5 plus, which honestly, like Dylan, our moderator, is probably one of them. He can legit speak like his conlangs. It's crazy. Yeah. All right. Let us move on. Which
What
script,
script did you
learn? Yeah. What was
Latin
your first
sweep.
script? Latin sweep at 89.3%.
This is pretty close to the native language question
It's
idea.
close. It's close. But
I'm
not
surprised
exactly.
Cyrillic gets second here. Well, like only a little bit.
As opposed to Chinese, which comes in third, I think. Yeah.
Okay, there were like 5% people who responded to being able to speak Mandarin,
And
and out of those,
then,
only 1% learned
Well, no, they
Chinese
responded.
first.
sure, they just learned it.
I guess. And that
Yeah.
also probably includes like is Japanese? Oh, Japanese is an option. Never mind. Ignore what I said.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I even have options for other script from Asia, other script from Africa, other script from Europe, other script from the Americas, and other script from
And
Oceania.
those are basically too tiny to see.
Yeah, we do have 13%. That's probably Greek for other script from Europe.
Yeah, I was
All
gonna
right,
say, I find it interesting that you didn't include the one script that I taught myself when I was like 10, which is Greek.
True, true. We got other script from Asia.
I don't know why, but I thought I
Hebrew.
thought that Cyrillic was the Greek alphabet. Or I thought Greek alphabet was in Cyrillic for a second because I'm
rip.
Hey,
stupid.
that's historically not too wrong, but it's also not how that works.
Yeah.
Interesting how low Arabic is, honestly. Like, I mean, we're looking at the small numbers anyway, but only 9
Yeah.
people grew up writing Arabic compared
Less
to
than 10 people.
26
There weren't a lot of
Chinese,
Arabic speakers.
26 Hebrew though. Interesting. Huh. Yeah. Cool. And that's a new question. There's no precedent to that one. All right. Let's see. How many natural scripts, alphabets, logographies, abjads, etc., can you write by memory? And so this is pretty split. We got a plurality for 1, but then we got a majority that's more than 1. That's pretty solid.
I can only write
10%
one.
5+.
Yeah. I'm in the 3 camp because I can write
Yeah.
the Latin alphabet, Cyrillic alphabet for Russian, and the
I think if you
Mongolian
count
alphabet.
katakana and hiragana separately, then I am in the 4 camp. Otherwise, I'm 3 probably.
Yeah.
I'm in the 1 camp. I'm sorry.
I'm like,
For me, it's Latin, Greek, and the younger Futhark.
Yeah.
I know Devanagari inside and out, but I just haven't practiced writing it whatsoever, so I probably couldn't.
Yeah. And I could probably
I could read Greek or
Eh.
Cyrillic.
Yeah.
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 I just can't write it.
Same. Except I can do Cyrillic. I'm talking about Greek. I can read Greek, but I cannot make my own Greek without making a bunch of
I've
mistakes.
seen a lot of people can't write people who don't know how to write a lowercase sigma trying to write a lowercase sigma. It's a nightmare. Good God,
I know it.
it's atrocious.
I don't know how to write it, but I know what it looks like.
But most people just end up writing it as a scuffed B instead of a circle with a line that goes to the right.
I would probably write it like
Okay, no, I'm 5+ because I
Somewhere
also know
in
Hangul. I'm dumb.
Okay.
I forgot I know Hangul.
I learned
Just
Hangul,
casually
but I forgot
forgets.
it.
luckily Allison reminded you.
Thank you, Allison. Alison, 고마워요.
Nice. Did I have this in previous years? Woo, I did, and it's pretty much the same. Not too much to say different about that.
Yeah, that's very similar.
Yeah. Did I put it in the first year? I do not think that I did. No, I did not. It was not in the first year.
Probably not.
All right. Next. How many conscripts can you write by memory? We got 0.
I'm pretty sure I put 2 for this one.
Woo!
0 sweep.
0 sweep.
I put 2 for this one.
I also put 2 for this one, even though I've made many more.
Either 2 or 1. I can't remember which I put. But if I did it now, I would put 2.
Yeah. So we got 60% 0, 25% 1, 9.2% 2, 2.6% 3, only 0.5% 4, and then 53 people, 2.2% said 5 and up. So I'm congratulations to everyone who counted.
Theoretically,
exactly 4.
you could just make a conlang that's like it has like basically no sounds in it, and then make very simple conscripts for them, and then memorize like 6 of them, and then boom, you can be part of the 5+ group.
Oh my god, that is absolutely true.
That's just the gamer strats.
That is.
That's
your any
strategic
right
doing.
Any percent run. Did I put this last year? I did, and also it looks a little bit similar, but it looks like we have more people this year who are 0s than last year. But other than that, the ratio looks pretty similar. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, we have more people who said 4 last year than this year.
Dang.
Yeah.
Is that because they graduated to 5?
They probably graduated to 5+. Congratulations.
Or forgot one.
Yeah, yeah.
There are 2 fates.
All right. Are you ready for the dexterity question? What?
I'm gonna cry if left-handed's less than 7.
With what hands do you write? We got 10.6% left-handed.
Let's
Let's fucking go!
We got 3% ambidextrous, and we got 0.8% dysgraphia, which means like kind of neither, but also just means you just like have kind of trouble writing in general.
My friend has dysgraphia.
Yeah, I've got a friend with dysgraphia
Right-handed
too.
sweep.
Yeah. But yeah, right hand definitely did sweep. Honestly, a little bit more than society in general. Wasn't society in general like 13-ish% left-handed? I don't exactly remember.
I know. I think it's
I
around
thought it was
7%.
10%.
Okay, yeah, I get
It might
that.
actually
Maybe
be
with
10%.
ambidextrous included on the list, because when you add those together,
Oh, I see.
yeah. But yeah, let's see if that's changed since last year. Oh, it went down.
This is like the one demographic
No.
for which
According to
conlangers
Google,
are
left-handedness is
perfectly
about
normal.
10%.
Wow, then we're like perfectly on it then. There's no
Which
correlation.
makes sense since it's not. There's
Yeah.
no correlation.
That's interesting though.
Conlangers are not affected by it.
Conlangers are not affected by dexterity at all. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. I figured like, maybe people with who are like left-handed or ambidextrous would be more likely to create writing scripts and get into it maybe. I don't know. But I guess not.
No.
I guess not at all.
I mean,
So-
that like whole thing about being left-brained or right-brained is sort of like a myth.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, I meant like literally like, being told that the hand
So,
you write with is like
you're
rare, being
Oh,
more
I
likely
see
to
what you
get
mean.
into like creating scripts maybe. But nope, I guess not. Yeah, and there's been pretty much no
No.
change. Actually, just a slight decline, the tiniest decline in left-handed
No!
since last year.
No!
Absolutely tragic. But yeah, solid sweep for us right-handed people.
Damn.
Slay.
Keep that in your
I'm
notes.
gonna
Damn
clap
you.
Average
using
con
my right
letter.
hand. That was a bad thing to say.
Demonetized instantly. All right. I'm going to take a sip of water from this comically large water bottle real quick. See you later, Protondium.
Bye,
see you next time.
Protondium.
No! Protondium!
We need you. We need you, Protondium. Anyway. Next. Do you speak any non-spoken language to at least an elementary level? Like sign languages, el silbo, or something else? We got a 91.1% sweep for no. We got 6% yes, and 2.9% not sure. Okay. This one is a new question for this year, so it doesn't have any precedent in previous years, unfortunately. But Katakata said, "You can't speak a non-spoken language. This question should have had only no."
Oh. Probably phrase it as like, do you communicate with
Yeah.
any, or can you communicate with any
Yeah.
non-spoken
Or
language?
even just, do
Fact.
you know any non-spoken language?
Yeah, no, it was probably better.
Well, I feel like speak works fine, because...
No
Well,
works better.
Yeah, for those who are
Yeah,
obsessed
no
with the
works
technicality,
better.
no would work better.
The
But-
people who voted no purely because of the technicality. How many
That seems a
percentages
bit
do you think?
centric towards spoken languages.
The thing is, even like the terminology is still mostly like regular spoken languages, because even I think even like we still use the term phoneme.
Yeah,
I think.
you still,
don't
you
think
still, you still
football would
use
count.
phonemes for, yeah, but even though there's no
I added
phone in
I
there.
added a dash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pranked. Okay, and there's this wasn't in previous years, so nothing special. Replace with a no. That's pretty good. All right, now the musical instrument question. We got ourselves. Oh, we got a majority of yes, at least one. We got 37%.
This is the same shape it was
no.
last time.
Yeah, once again, it's Agma Vohuva. Can you mouse over? I actually don't know how many instruments you play, so I guess you voted like 900 times.
893 times, and I was 873 straights, and I'm 873 of these.
I either
893
put no or
multi-instrumentalists.
one.
I am indeed in the yes multiple camp on this.
Someone
front
gets
here.
into an alt account war with you, they are severely, severely mistaken.
Oh my god. Let's see how this compares to previous years. So looks like, oh wow,
Getting more musical.
getting more musical as time goes on. Very cool. Look at that.
Boo.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, yeah, and it looks like more people have gone from playing one instrument to playing multiple instruments. Woo!
Or they forgot.
Music. Yee. Yeah, or they forgot. Did I put this in this one? Yeah, so the first year, 2021, it was wow, we've gotten a lot more musical over the past couple years. Yeah,
We
went
got
from-
the creatives.
the creatives are here. Yeah, that's pretty significant, honestly. We went from 47% non-musical instrument player to only 37%. That's like a 10% decrease in non-musicians, or a 10% increase in yes musicians. So very cool and very interesting. Yeah. Do you know any programming or coding? We got 46%
Oh, there we go.
said no. And then we got a slight majority who say yes. 34% of whom said yes, multiple. Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
I'm
for
not
real.
most programmers
Be for
know
real,
more
for
than one language,
real.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not particularly surprising.
That is true.
For me, it's
All the
like,
pretty girls come from this country, pirate flag.
well, for me, it's kind of hard to say because, like, I either know none or multiple because, like, I'm pretty familiar with both Python and Java. I know I'm a basic bit. I'm a basic bit,
Bleh.
but I'm also not great at them. I could put them on my job resume. I could not take
know
a coding
Python
job for
very
them. I don't know
well.
nearly enough.
I could write out a program on Python or in Python on a piece of paper and be reasonably confident that it would work. But that's not really a good brag because Python's lame.
Python's
As for
easy.
me,
I also know the language that you use in GameMaker Studio, which is
That's
the
C.
GameMaker language.
That's C sharp, I believe.
It's
No,
based off
no,
of C
that's
sharp, but
fine.
it's its
Oh
own
wait,
language.
oh you're no, okay, no, that's something else. No,
Oh.
I was thinking of Unity. I'm dumb.
Uh,
Yeah,
no,
we-
GameMaker language.
Hmm.
Back in
It's like
the
a mix of Python and Java, I think.
Oh. Interesting.
As for me, I mostly work in C++, mostly on compilers, and also sometimes in on C++ compilers. So that's that.
I've witnessed.
It is
Especially
an
Clang.
interpretive or an imperative dynamically typed language commonly likened to JavaScript
Remember,
and C-like
kids,
languages.
If you want to be in the yes camp, then HTML is like the easiest one to learn.
Oh god,
There you go.
don't bring up that one. HTML. Like, there's an
HTML
entire
gang, rise
discussion
up.
about
HTML isn't a
HTML.
language.
I don't even know HTML. I'm
Oh,
just like
man.
HTML gang rise up.
HTML, by the way, is atrocious. Like, has anyone here tried parsing HTML? It is abysmal. Like, it's so dumb. God, like the HTML parsers will happily accept malformed HTML. You can leave out all the closing tags; it's still valid, and you somehow
Oh,
have to be able
God.
to parse that. It is atrocious. It's not just XML; it's XML but worse, and that's saying something.
I need to learn GD script so I can code in Godot.
Certified. I learned how to do some Lua during the Roblox days back in like
Oh,
2010,
Lua.
2012.
Sure.
So, but I have no idea how to do any of that anymore. I did learn how to do it for a bit. I had a game. It was like one of those badge hunt games. But yeah, no, not anymore. All right, next question. What are/were your favorite subjects in school? Select the subjects you actually enjoy. Leave subjects
Wonder
you
why
dislike
foreign
blank.
languages is in the lead.
Whoa.
I wonder how much this is different from a regular census.
Yeah, really? Oh man, yeah. It looks like we have some very unsurprising leads for foreign languages, history, and math. Basic through algebra, though, we don't have as many people who went calculus and beyond mode. Probably because a lot of people are still in high school and haven't gotten to the beyond part.
And as someone who has gotten that far and did one class of calculus, never going back, I'm done.
I would say I think Calc 1 is like the most boring part because I'm sorry, but no one cares about fucking sequences and series. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
took pre-cal in high school, and it was so boring.
I also took pre-cal, but that was also during pandemic season, and I remember
took it
nothing
my
from
senior
it.
year.
I got up to calculus 2, and then I started out my like university majoring in math. So I also took the equivalent of like a calculus 3 of some sort, but that was like advanced like 3D geometry, and that was a pretty cool class. But my favorite was trigonometry. I love trigonometry like so much. I was doing trigonometry and like hyperbolic sine equations and stuff in my free time for a while. I love trigonometry.
what I did at some point
Health is
was
significantly low.
Yeah,
I
health is
think that might
significant.
be because again, like health isn't really required in a lot of places, I feel.
funny that you should mention trigonometry because I recall that
You
at
know,
some point,
we need more health enjoyers in the
was like,
chat.
I don't know, this was when I was like
I
13 or
hated my
14.
health class so much. I we had like a project where we had to like write a health plan, and the first thing I was like, oh, I don't have to actually follow through with this health plan. I can put whatever I want. So I made it like the most upsetting and
Wait,
unhealthy health plan
wait,
ever.
never mind. I was gonna say, wait, there should be a theater, but I think drama probably covers that. But I think you should probably change it to theater
I
slash
feel like any
drama.
theater heads would say drama.
I still have kind of no idea what a health class is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's where you get taught about the
Like,
Bible.
stuff.
Depends. Yeah.
My health class was like, hey, don't do sex, don't do drugs, and also
Don't do
here's how to
sex,
do
you will
CPR.
die. Like that
That's pretty much
one
the
thing
gist
from Mean Girls or Mean Girls, I think.
of it. Yeah, I think
Don't
you're
have
right.
sex, you will die.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
so
God.
true. I died yesterday.
That's correct.
Fascinating.
Okay. Anyway, I doubt this has changed much in previous years. Yeah. Look at that. It's pretty much the same. Health at the bottom, foreign language at the top, and then in 2021.
What a surprise.
Yeah. Still no surprise here. Though the majority for foreign languages has shrank in the past 2 years. It went from 67% to 59%. So,
And like,
Wow.
that's gone
People
up,
get
like,
range.
The foreign language haters are logging on.
Or maybe it's just more people who have multiple things.
True. Well, it would still have a high percent
see a
because it's a
lot more
checklist.
people are like
Yeah.
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 Oh, I'm stupid.
I'm like, Anyway, let us.
I had to like do lots of math in my head and realize I was stupid.
It's okay. Oh, we're on to the geographic region question. We got a
Northern America sweep.
Northern America sweep.
well, I'm not surprised.
Followed by Western Europe.
Yeah. We
I
are.
really wonder if there's any bias in the survey.
And now,
Because we have Northern Europe, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and Southern Europe, which is like
yeah,
40%, something like that.
yeah.
I think you should probably define like what northern slash versus
No, there
western
is.
is, because like I feel like the UK could go both ways.
There is though. There's a map on the screen that has all the regions.
Oh, I
labeled.
see.
and
I'm
it's
down.
according to the United
I
Nations
also have no
list of
reference.
geographic regions. So it's like, so I know a lot of people were like, how come there's no Central Europe? And it's because the UN map of world regions doesn't have a Central Europe option. So,
Yeah, if you have a problem,
see.
take it up with the United
Yeah,
Nations,
take it up
not
with the
Agma
UN.
Schwa.
It's not my fault.
It's like just Central Europeans not wanting to be considered Eastern.
Yeah, exactly.
Just an excuse Agma made a lot. It's
Yeah.
just an
Anyway,
excuse.
do we have any other Mexicans in the chat? That would be nice.
I feel like that would be in Northern America.
It is Northern America.
It would.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that I meant
Yeah.
It's not really Central America.
No, Central America is just the former Central American
How many
Republic.
people
just
said Northern
Guatemala,
America,
Belize,
and how many people responded to
and-
the United States question?
So 1,182 versus 1,059. So there is a solid, what is that, 120-ish people who...
123 people.
Yeah.
Oh, Acadian mapping is Mexican. You got some Mexican representation
Yo,
Hey.
in chat.
fellow Mexican.
Woo! I'm a super scriptivist.
You want Hispanic? We take these at least.
Got
We
him.
take the W's where we can.
We take these W's.
Oh, compared to last year, we've gotten a teeny bit less Northern America.
No.
And compared to the first year, we're more Northern America
Wow.
than 2021.
We went up
Interesting.
and then down.
Yeah, it went up and then down. That's fascinating. So basically, we don't really have a pattern to recognize yet. Oh well.
Let's og the schwa.
Og the schwa. Australia and New Zealand's got a strong showing on here. We get that. That's like disproportional to the world, like a lot. But again, English speaking.
But like,
so,
with it,
yeah,
with Anglophone base, it's not really.
yeah. So fair assessment. Now we're on to the lovely United States question.
Oh,
Look at that.
good.
50
Okay, how many
options
Washingtoners
around.
do we have?
Oh, we gotta see the
number
Georgia.
one. So
Where's Georgia?
well, first let's take this in order here. We got the biggest one seems to be California with 10.5%, which is pretty
I'd be
big.
concerned if it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense, I suppose.
Second biggest.
Moment of truth. What is that? Texas
Texas
sweep.
at
Well, not Texas sweep, but like
6.9.
we got second
Nine,
place.
And then we have New York at 6.5%.
69 people, of course.
Washington, there we go. 4.4%.
There we go.
Washington, which Washington has always
I
been
think that's
like,
lower than the amount of people who responded with Washington last time. Like not even percentage wise, but like in total amounts.
Let's find out. Let's see. Where's our Washington on here from last time? Let's see.
At the very end, probably.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's literally less Washington
Yeah.
people than last year.
3
that
people who
responded.
forgot to respond this time.
Dang. Still a very large representation compared to the size
No,
of
5
Washington.
people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dang. Unfortunate. Then we got Virginia at 4%, Illinois at
Ren.
4.8%, Michigan 3.7%, Massachusetts 3.3%.
Where's Georgia?
Let's see.
We need to do it for Kate.
Where's the wasteland?
Hey,
Yeah, Georgia.
We'll find that in a second. Georgia's at 3.1.
33!
Woo!
Where are the other 32? Where are the other 32? I know we're one of the most. Where are the other 31?
Arizona. Here we go. Let's see. 16.
16.
1.5%. Woo!
I want to see, is that...
That feels like
Few people than last
disproportionately
year
meant
or
a
more?
few, because I feel like in most places there are just online at least, or at least from what I've experienced, there are just a disproportionate amount of people from Arizona, not necessarily from Arizona, but living in Arizona.
I would...
Huh.
Can you maybe check how many people were there from Arizona last year? Because I would hope that the number has gone down.
It has.
Oh, god damn it.
Wait.
No.
My condolences. My
Wait, where's
condolences.
Georgia? How many did
16,
Georgia
it's
have
exactly the
back
same.
then?
No, it's too
No,
high.
it's
too
lost
higher.
two.
My condolences then.
Okay.
500 more people responded and only 2 more were Arizona.
That's insane. I that kind of makes me wonder how many of them are like people I know in real life. Like
That's a good question.
Uh,
How many are they that are people that you made into conlangers?
I'd say there's at least three. There's at least three. So maybe they were respondents on here. Who knows? But yeah, I wonder. It's gonna be hard to find the least because of how many of these there are.
Probably just like check Nevada.
Nevada is real down there at 4 people
4
total.
people.
That also feels disproportionately few.
Same with Montana. Which,
Montana doesn't feel
wow.
like Montana. I wouldn't put it past Montana.
Oh,
You know,
3 Mississippi.
Mississippi.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Huh. All right. Any others who are lower? Kansas is pretty tiny. How about this one right here? Alaska's at 3, same as
Alaska
Mississippi.
tied.
Hey.
Wyoming.
Alaska and Mississippi are the same.
5 from
Confirmed.
Washington D.C. and then 2 from the territories and outlying
U.S.
regions.
territories and outlying regions sweep.
Woo! We got people in Guam
All
or the
the-
Virgin Islands
yeah, all
or
2 of
other
you.
And
places.
Puerto Rico. Or did he say Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Yeah. And then is there one right here? Rhode Island's at 3 also. Wow.
God.
That's actually really an outsized proportion for Rhode Island. Yeah. Anyway, cool. Next. Did you move permanently to a region that mostly speaks a different language from your first language before age 18? 90% said no. And 6% said yes. And 3.9% said sort of. A significant community of speakers of my first language exists where I moved. That's pretty interesting, actually.
No sweep.
No sweep. Yeah, this is a new question too, so there's not really anything to compare it to. But pretty interesting. Hoo-wee. All right. Do you reside in a more urban or rural locale? We got a pretty close split, but siding on the suburban somewhere in between vote. Then we have 41.8% who are more urban, and
I do love
12.6%
that.
We do have like 50% from Northern America, so
Yeah,
I
they're-
imagine that's where all
yeah.
the suburban people are from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
suburbanites. Suburbanites represent for
Yeah,
real.
That's like
I
statistically.
will say, I find it very interesting that the 3 categories that you have here are more urban, more rural, and somewhere in between. Like, what if someone just lives on the countryside somewhere? This is like,
That's more rural.
That's more rural.
it's not more rural, it's just rural.
Okay. But you could definitely
And
be more
just
rural
is
than less rural.
more than 0.
Yeah. And then this one I think I asked in previous years. So pretty similar. Pretty freaking similar.
I technically live in a city, but like it's so car centric that I consider it suburban pretty much.
Yeah, mine's very
Same with me.
suburban. Like we're slowly being enveloped by Atlanta.
Oh,
But it's
You hate to see
definitely
it.
the suburbs.
Atlanta is coming.
imagine being given one chance in life, then boom, born in Atlanta.
I was born in a hospital in Atlanta, but I do not live in Atlanta. I live in a city
That is
shortly
Atlanta.
away from Atlanta.
The Phoenix area is slowly creeping towards a merger into like a kind of megalopolis between Las Vegas and Tucson, and it's really weird to see.
Oh god.
Really?
Yeah, like the
Oh,
civilization, it's literally a diagonal line. Northwest point being Las Vegas, southeast point being Tucson, and Phoenix is in the middle, and it's the biggest one, obviously. But like, Phoenix is creeping outward at like the same rate that Las Vegas suburbs and Tucson suburbs are creeping inward.
I live in
gross.
I live in San Antonio, and San Antonio is like out of the major 4 Texas cities or major 4 Texas metropolitan areas. It's like the one with the least suburbs, as in it's still very suburban, but like all of the suburban areas are part of San Antonio proper. Whereas with like Houston and Dallas Fort Worth, there's a lot of tinier cities that aren't part of the city proper, but are still part of the metropolitan area.
Yeah, yeah. I will add on the Las Vegas, Phoenix, Tucson megalopolis that the Las Vegas chunk is probably never going to actually meet the Phoenix Tucson chunk because
Yeah, that's
there
just
are
too far.
there well I mean the Phoenix and Tucson are pretty far too. It's not
You mean Tucson?
Tucson, but there's like there are like extreme mountain ranges and several large patches of tribal land that block Las Vegas from hitting the Phoenix part of the diagonal band. But it is still interesting to see how much like those three cities are kind of culturally I don't know, merging. It's weird. Yeah.
What is the
yeah.
distance between them? It's 418 kilometers apart. Yeah, that's not going to be merging anytime soon, I
Yeah.
think.
We're at 68, 69 viewers.
Play.
That's actually like the lowest it's been in like an hour, but 69, woo! Anyway.
69.
Anyway, let's move on with the actual thing we're here to do. Between conlanging and world building, which activity do you engage in more often? And then we got a nice split here. We got significantly more conlanging at 32%. We got
777.
Oh, what a
we
surprise.
got it's about even at 26%. Significantly more world building at 21.6%. I only do conlanging at 10.7%. None of the above at 7.5%, and I only do world building at 2.3%.
You only do world building. Why did you respond to the Conlanger census?
Because you could be a Conlang fan, but not a Conlang maker.
I see.
Conlanger.
Got him.
Not Conlang. Conlang
I
fan,
got
not a
conned by the
Conlanger.
Lang.
Bro was conned by the
You were
Lang.
conned by the Lang. But yeah, I don't know how much that's gonna have changed from previous years. Oh, wait, the chart looks nearly exactly the same. Yeah, compared to last year. Did I have that question?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it was a different kind of question in the very first year. So because I don't like the wording of this original question compared to the new one. At first I asked, if you world build, is your world building subsequent to your conlangs, or are your conlangs made to flesh out your world building? I think these are more important questions here. The new one. But yeah. Boom. Got them. Next. For your purpose... my tongue. For your personal purposes, which do you value more, conlanging or world building? And then they are equally important to me is the strong
Equally important
plurality right
sweep.
here. Equally important sweep. Then we got conlanging at 35.4% and world building at 18.5%.
And once again, yeah, people who hold no value for world building or no value for conlanging are more rare.
Yeah. Yeah, I do not know if I had that question. No, I did. For your personal purposes, how does that compare to this year? Let's see. 46%, 45. It's pretty close. Pretty much the same. Very epic. Now, between conlanging content and world building content, which do you consume more often online? And we got conlanging sweep. Both about equally
Conlanging content
and then
sweep.
world building content. Keep in mind that this was shared to Biblaridian, like Biblaridian shared this too, and he's a majority world building channel, so that could have swayed the preponderance of world building primary people. But yeah, I do not know if I included that. Oh, there we go. Pretty similar, right? Yep. Very, very, very similar. All right. What type of media introduced you to the idea of conlanging? We got 46% social media, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram.
Yeah.
Woo, that's us. Yeah. Yeehaw. Then we have 27% who said none thought of the idea before knowing it was a thing, which was me. Woo! Yeah. And then we got 14.6% novels like Lord of the Rings, Watership Down, and more. And then we have 7.8% other sources, Bionicle, D&D, podcasts, etc. And then 8%.
Are you technically in the Bionicle category then?
I wanted
actually?
to put that on there, but Bionicle isn't necessarily how I discovered it because I was kind of already doing it. But Bionicle is kind of what taught me that it could be like a component of like a world or a story or something.
I see.
So like you know, I could have put that, but I was making things that could be considered proto-conlangs, not in like the temporal sense. Oh, is that Schwar? Hey!
Yep.
Oh,
Schwar!
needs to have
Schwar!
Bavarian
Everyone
right
give a
now.
warm welcome to
Schwar, I
Schwar.
hate you.
Oh.
Wow, Kate.
Schwar,
This is
I
for your
love
Kate
you.
phobia earlier today. I have not recovered. How dare you?
Just coming on to say that I just saw Bionicles. I was like, oh my god, I'm not the only one.
Oh,
There
God.
you go. Bionicle. See?
You got your representation. 188 other people agree with you.
Yes.
Woo!
Nice. That's awesome. Let's see how that compares to previous years. Yep, here we go. So, pretty similar. More people this year said the Bionicle answer. That we got none. Pretty similar. Pretty much the same. Got him. All right. Next. Through what platforms do you engage with the Conlang community? YouTube, what a surprise.
Oh,
Right, wow.
not the Redditors.
Figured. Wow.
Zip Creator has had a mixed and constantly varying opinion on the appeal of Akhma Schwa. I see you noticed my shirt.
Wait, what's your shirt?
I'm wearing the I never understood the appeal of Akhma Schwa shirt.
How would you engage with the Conlang community on
When did you get
Quora?
this shirt?
I
Genuine
ordered at the
question.
same time I ordered the circus prizes because I wanted one for myself.
I see.
Yeah, because but yeah. Anyway,
By the
so
way,
yeah, what a
in case
shock for
anyone here is
YouTube.
on the in case anyone here is on the Discord and you haven't seen them before, try running I think it's this command on the server.
What command?
Ahmashwa.
It's slash Ahmashwa.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah, the slash Akhma Schwa command.
Conlang Tumblr.
Oh man.
Honestly, I'm intrigued. Dr. Lobster.
Tumblr.
I need to get
Conlang
into
Tumblr.
Conlang Tumblr.
Okay, we need to get all of those Redditors off of Reddit and onto Tumblr. We need to see the Tumblr sweep happen.
Come on, Redditors.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Tumblr
Let's go.
sleep.
Up on out of here.
I mean, Tumblr is
I have
so
one
paywall
Conlanger
content,
friend
so-
IRL, Protondium.
Interesting.
Yeah, I also have a Conlanger friend. Well, kind of a Conlanger friend from IRL. I mean, more of a just general linguistics.
Oh no, this friend is
Friend
like
IRL.
definitely a Conlanger friend.
I've got a couple Conlanger
no
friends, but they
Conlang
only
friends
learned about it
IRL.
after I showed them.
If you don't have Conlanger friends IRL, that's just a skill issue.
Skill issue, certified. No, it's like it's really hard to find a Conlanger in real life. You basically got to make someone.
Yeah,
a
it's probably
Conlanger.
biased on my end because I've never lived in a small city. I
Yeah.
think.
The place I live isn't even large enough to be considered a city. It is the biggest city in the state, and it's... God, how many people live
What
in
state?
Yeah, what state is this?
Vermont?
What?
Burlington, Vermont.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I wanna-
44,000 people is in Burlington.
that's like
How
that's
many
considered
people
a
live in
small
my
town in
suburb
Minnesota.
city? We have 22,000 people as of 2021.
In just the
Wow.
suburbs of your city.
In this specific city, which is the suburb, which is within the suburbs of Atlanta.
Okay.
In the county, we had over 30,000.
My hometown was like 30,000. The current city I'm in
My
is more like
hometown was
200,000.
over 250,000.
Oh dang.
Jesus.
That I would call a city.
My graduating class was like around 800, which was more than the
Jeez.
population of the town my dad grew up in.
That's wow.
Lol.
That's the population of my whole school when I graduated. Our graduating class was 100.
Wait, did you say 800 people graduated at the same time?
Yes. It was
God.
a long graduation ceremony.
At my school, it was
Our
like
county
less
has
than
just
40.
under 1 million people.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Actually, it's probably 1 million by now since it's
We should probably
20
move on.
3 years
Yeah,
later.
Instead of talking about
let's,
where we grew
I'm
up.
sorry.
So last
It's
year,
fine.
last year, here's our ratios right here, right? So looks like we have a higher percentage of people from real life this year versus last year. We have more people from YouTube this year than last year, but nearly the same
The
amount
percentage
of
of
Discord.
Reddit is going down.
Yeah, it is.
We're on the right track.
Conlanging Quora.
Yeah.
No.
So Quora was 2.1% last year, and it's
What-
1.9%
Conlanging
this
Slack?
year. Again, the language construction society is on Slack.
Some
That's their primary.
Ungodly reason Slack
Yeah.
is still used by people. I still don't get why.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
God.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So there you go. Oh, I think I had this question the first year too. Yeah, so more YouTube. It's been consistently more YouTube, consistently less Reddit.
Yeah.
And thankfully Quora has shrunk overall. And real life friends has increased 18.8 in 2021 to
People are
20.7.
meeting IRL
Yes,
friends.
They're spreading like plague.
Woo! All right, next question. How do you consider your proficiency in linguistics? We got
Amateur but well Wikipedia sweep.
the amateur but well Wikipedia gang. You found
Although
that
actually, what's
list
the
of
difference between
cases.
that and language nerd?
Language nerd is someone
Confidence.
who, confidence. That's pretty much it. So, and then
Okay.
we got novice is 13.
How many people are in the my professional within linguistics category?
We got 1%.
25.
Yeah, 25 people have a profession within
Professionals.
linguistics. Yeah, wow, 1%. So
Professional linguists.
this is all part of the funnel. We're gonna try and increase that ratio.
It would be because what's funny is that, of course, if you add up the people of a PhD and the people of a master's degree, that is certainly more than 25. Oh dear.
Rip. Yeah, 13 people said they had PhDs, and 25 people said their professions within linguistics. So I guess you could say like 8 of them are studying for their PhD right now.
I think currently studying at the university linguistics program. Actually no, I'm done. I interpreted that as like, what if you're taking a linguistics class at college but aren't at university but aren't really majoring in it or anything?
You're still studying in university level linguistics, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd consider that like something.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth putting another option on it, but I don't know. Maybe put it on the list. I don't know.
Put it on the list, just under consideration.
Yeah, under consideration. There you go. Yeah, language nerd is when you're pirating linguistics textbooks.
Senpai. Oh, wait, because Agma. Oh, that's funny.
What? Where does it say? Oh,
What?
senpai. Nice. I've noticed you.
Oh my god.
Lose me, Panya.
Panya-kun. Like, oh my god. Anyway, next. What is your proficiency in reading and/or writing phonetics with the International
There we go.
Phonetic Alphabet? Woo! We got a sweep for I can read or write the IPA with visual assistance for rarer sounds. Then we got
That's me.
26% who can read and write the
I can
IPA
read
by
and write the
memory.
IPA by memory. Sweep.
That one's
That's
me.
me. We got I can read it for my native languages only. We can say I can read or write very little IPA at 14.9%. I cannot read the IPA at 5%, and I don't know what the IPA is at 0.5%. Wow.
That's just a skill
For
issue.
those who are wondering.
That's a good rate of awareness of the IPA, I'd say. If you are of those 11 people, go to Wikipedia and type in International Phonetic Alphabet, and you'll find your answer, and you won't have to answer that next year.
I accidentally called someone in chat turd instead of Ted.
Oh no.
No. Unfortunate moment. Mods bullying. Report. Alright, anyway.
Report Kate.
Did I put this
I
last
just
year?
found someone else, so that's
Did.
funny.
Yeah, bro was begging for attention.
Oh, for some reason, Agma, whenever I post a comment in your chat, it does it for my second channel.
What?
Are you logged into your second channel on
No.
YouTube because
Is
that's
your
where you
second
streamed
channel?
from?
I'm on my main channel.
What the
What?
heck?
Well,
That doesn't
YouTube
make
doesn't
sense.
think so.
That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
Sweep
Sweet.
or
Alright.
sweep.
Sweet. Yep.
That's weird. Anyway, moving on. Do you consider yourself an
I
active
can't
member of the
stand.
Conlang community? We got 71.9%. I lurk but don't often participate. Woo!
Hey, based.
And then
That was
16.8
me when I
yes,
did the
11.8
survey
no.
actually.
Yeah, I mean that's totally fair, you know, because like being a part of the community, you know, you could lurk in the community or you could participate in the community, and those are two very different things. So
Which is also different from just conlanging in general
Yeah.
by yourself.
yeah,
or-
exactly.
Oh, they're saying I can't stand India Pale Ale.
The India Pale
India
Ale.
Pale Ale.
IPA joke.
Very, very funny. So looks like we've got less people saying they're lurkers, and also less people saying yes. We got more people this year straight up saying no. Interesting.
No. They've graduated. They've graduated.
They've
from the community.
graduated.
They went from
Or
lurking
just
to
more
just
people
like, nah.
made their friends play it.
Oh my god. Alright, on to the aspects of Conlang section.
Yay.
Time for the meat. So we got how many Conlangs have you worked on, whether you finished
I am
that project
actually
or
in
not.
50 plus. I have a problem.
What?
Oh my god. There you go. 50 plus got 2.9% of the vote, as opposed to the winner.
I also
2 to
have 50
5.
plus.
Woo! I'm in the I'm firmly in the 11 to 20 camp. Yeah.
I may or may not be in the 21 to 49.
Surprised it's that few for you.
Well, I mean,
I feel like over the years, you're definitely going to graduate to the 2049 camp.
Oh yeah, no, I'm actually pretty close to that already. Like I made a lot of sketches, I guess, but like you know nothing actually for a world or for a particular cursed language or any of that.
Oh, I count
I
all my
once
sketches.
counted like a few years ago, and it was like just around 50.
Dang. Yeah. Nah, it's probably just because I've devoted multiple years purely to AutoTune for a while.
I wonder if I could find it. Find the message. No.
Let's see how that
Oh wait,
compares.
the mobile search feature is very useful.
Looks pretty similar to last year. And then the first year, let's see. Oh yeah, the order is like completely different. Here we go. Also pretty similar. We got 43.1% 2 to 5s to 43.7% 2 to 5s. So like it like hasn't changed at all. I guess that makes sense.
I guess I'm in the
Question about how long we've been
6
working on the
10
conlang
range
for?
at this point.
I can't remember.
The what'd you say?
Is there a question for how long we've been working on the conlang for? I can't remember.
No, but there's a question for when we started.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
And then we have the how many Conlang projects have you completed to your satisfaction, which is blasted by 0.
Zero sweet.
And on that front, I think I put myself in the 11 to 20 camp on that one as well. So it's not all the
Because
ones
you're
I've worked on.
strange and
Yeah.
you actually finish
I mean, there's no
what
such
you
thing
start.
as there's no such thing as finishing them. That's why it's in quotation marks. You know, I could hypothetically just sit there
Well,
working
yeah.
on one forever, but I declare upon the release of the showcase that this language is done, and then anything I do to it afterwards is icing on the cake, preparation for a version 2 or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Or
I'm
for
a-
like or for like if you want to do a meme thingy where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm doing this thing, but in this language,
Yeah,
then you
exactly.
make new vocabulary or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm around 6 to 10 then, because I think that's just about how many cursed conlangs we've released.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, yeah. So many people are never fully satisfied, which if it keeps you conlanging, then good. But yeah, I like to declare ending points upon the release of a showcase, but that's just my thing. Anyway, let's see how that compares.
Also, I just noticed that like people who stream have been able to see the CCC judging VC this entire time.
yeah, we did not delete
Yeah.
it.
We'll keep it for next year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
or this year rather. God,
God.
no,
Kill
Christ.
me.
I'm still working on my proposal for it.
Yeah, we'll
idea.
figure something out.
I have a
by
good proposal
summer.
I'm working on.
Okay, yeah, I'll take anyone's proposals. I know Kat Misberg, the Goption winner, had a pretty good suggestion. I'll have to.
I mean, actually,
bring
now
it
that
up
I think
sometime.
about it, touching grass, I guess, is kind of completed.
You made a showcase of it. It was presented.
Yeah, and I'm probably not gonna work on it again.
Yeah, so
I
it's
remember I was like, I have a word list of like a bunch of words in touching grass and the corresponding Vietnamese syllables, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't in English, but I have the corresponding Vietnamese syllables. Don't worry, I'll give you an English translation later. And then I forgot or didn't get around to it. So, oops.
Good times. That's how it goes. All right. Next. For what reason have you made conlangs, conscripts, or other constructed linguistic ideas in your lifetime? We got a majority for just for my own personal enjoyment. This is a checklist too, so it goes over 100. For my friends, whether for D&D or roleplay or other purposes, is at 25%. That's pretty good. We got for stories, novels, or other text. Yeah.
One thing. Could you pin the current form in the Census 2023 channel? Actually, I'll do it because the only one that's pinned are the ones from 21 and 22.
Oh, also, you need
yeah.
to make it so that other people can see the results.
Oh, there we go.
We had that
gonna
visible
pin.
for a while. But yeah, I'll do that after. This is all
Pin
about the
now.
plot twist. This is about the reveal.
Yeah.
You can make it publicly available once we're done reviewing it.
Yeah.
That we got for comics, graphic novels, videos, or other visual auditory entertainment I'm writing at 14%. 16% for showcasing to the Conlang community. 1.2% is paid commission for those requesting them. And then we have 11.3 for real
getting
world
paid.
usage. We got our Oxlangers right here, 254 of them.
Real. We love Oxlangers.
And then other purposes, which there's infinite other purposes. So okay.
One thing, can you maybe link the form link that you're using right now in the Census channel, because the one that you linked earlier, it wants me to reopen the form, which is not exactly what I want to do. So
yes.
just copy paste that one. It's probably fine.
All right, there you go. If it
It's the
doesn't work,
same
we'll worry
link.
about it later.
I don't think it's the same link. No.
All right.
It's the same link.
It might be the
Well-
same link.
There's a resume collecting responses button. That's the only thing I see.
Oh God.
Well,
So I guess you're an editor, so you could just go back to the editing menu and do whatever you want.
yeah.
Where's the? I don't even know how to go. Go fine. I'm just gonna go to Google Forms. Maybe I'll do that way. God,
So
Alright.
set upon.
software's jank.
Yeah, Google Forms is very poorly made. It's also the only one where you
Damn.
can't like
God.
middle click the thing in the top left while you're in a form to open the Google Form page
Yeah.
in a
Wait,
separate
seriously?
tab.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
like
God.
on Google Sheets or Docs, you can middle click the thing in the top left to open a separate tab with the stuff or with the main page of the thing. But in Google Forms, you can't do that, and it's so infuriating.
Yeah, exactly. It's rough. But anyway, let us move on. Ahem. How do you prefer to document or store your Conlang projects? So we got a majority for Google Docs, Sheets and Slides.
Docs and Sheets sweep.
That's me. We got second
Google
place.
Sheets are
to-
so useful.
We got
It
second
is.
place to physical notebook and on paper. All right.
I
all
feel like Google
I
Sheets
used
and
to be
Google
in that
Docs should be
camp.
separate options. Because
Yes,
Google
Docs
Sheets,
is terrible.
Google
Sheets is
Docs
very good.
conlangers are a different breed.
right.
I'm just built different.
Honestly,
Google
fair.
Docs is-
Yeah.
God.
And then offline word processors like Microsoft Word.
Who the hell
Notepad,
doing audio
etc.
recordings?
Oh yeah, look at that. 85 people. I mean, I guess technically
Who
some of
doesn't do
mine are
audio
audio
recordings?
recordings,
I-
but like. And
I
then,
personally just use text files or LaTeX. That's it.
That makes sense.
then we got our Campfire, World Anvil, Con Workshop, Vulgarlang, or other websites section, which is 11.3%, and then 8% other, which again, I guess there's infinite other ways you could do that too, but okay.
Does anyone else use LibreOffice Calc?
No.
Well, I haven't installed it on my system because I use Linux, but I don't particularly use it too commonly, except if I'm like copy pasting from a table. So, no, not particularly. But you can add that, I suppose.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never done it. Anyway, have you ever created a language communicated by means other than speaking, like a sign language, dance language?
A year ago, I would have responded no,
But now you.
but
But the
now I
cursed
can respond
Conlang
with
contest
yes.
happened.
All right, and then we got
Hmm.
11% of people who are like, say, kind of
I
basically.
guess
Yeah.
the language that we're currently working on, does that count as speaking anymore?
That's true.
Oh God!
That's true. That is. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know how I would classify that on a.
It's
On
honestly
that
hard to say.
spectrum.
But yeah, Paxallow and Touching Grass are why Stealthy and I can say yes to this question.
Exactly. This is very
Yay.
true. I can say yes to this question because of Secret Handshake. But yeah. Yeah. And then this is a new question too, I think. I don't think there's any yeah, there's the frickin' other one. Oh wait, nope. It was on here last time, but there was no halfway option. It was just yes or no. So, interesting. So 16.7% in the yes as opposed
Wait,
to
more
like,
people said.
this time we
Oh,
have
I guess they switched to the halfway.
semi. Yeah, more people switched to the kind of.
Oh.
Interesting. All right, next we got my favorite. We got, have you ever created a language for the sake of a joke? Joke lang, meme lang, curse language. We got 54% no, 30% yes.
Perhaps the Conlang
I
circus
feel like it's
skewed this
disproportionate
question.
with your community in particular.
Yeah.
That might
that
slightly
also reminds me.
slant the results.
You
My
know that
first ever jokeling was for the CC. Never appeared, but
Yeah,
that was my first jokeling.
there you
Oh
go.
God, of God.
It's
That
the
reminds me of
CCC.
something.
CCC, yes.
The question that we had earlier, for what purpose do you create conlangs? I think you can probably guess what I answered.
Uh-huh.
It's to cause Agma as much pain as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I think the first jokeling that I made was, KK Slider from Animal Crossing
I
and how he like goes
Oh,
Nami
yeah?
whale. I tried to make a conlang with just those sounds.
see.
Oh.
I have never played Animal Crossing, so I don't know. Very tragic, but it's beautiful.
I think someone like completed that idea before I could. So now I can't do that. There's so many things. There's so
Hell.
many specific impulsive conlang thingies that I want to do, but like someone's already done that, and I'm like, no, I want to
maybe
do
you could
that
do it
idea, but
better.
better. But also that sounds petty.
But be petty then.
Yeah. Take them out. Next.
I think taking them out is quite different from being petty.
This is true.
That's an
Metaphorically.
escalation.
Metaphorically, take them out.
Take 'em out.
All right. Have you ever made a language you would consider an engineered language? We got strong no camp. We got 20% yes.
No.
And 23.2%.
I'm an
kind
engineered
of.
language enjoyer.
There are
I mean, if
definitely
you just
some
see
good
a
ones.
grammatical feature you like and then want to see how it expands, it's such a good thing, little language to make.
I mean, the languages I work on are engineered to cause Agma as much pain as possible. Does that count?
I think that counts. I said yes to this because of Gumsmack. I consider Gumsmack.
I was
that
gonna
it's just
say
scientific
Gumsmack pretty
mess.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, most jokelangs are engineered for a specific joke.
Kinda.
Like
But they feel-
Gopjam is definitely an engineered language because that's just a big
God.
math problem.
Oh God! Why does that make
When you're
sense?
But it feels like weird putting Lojban in the same camp as like Sniffles.
And oxlangs are engineered
They're
for
not, Kate.
international usage.
They are not. They're their own
engineered
thing.
languages.
They are their
they
own
are
question,
engineered.
which is the next
They are
question.
a subset.
It's literally a different question.
Oh,
They are a
take that.
subset.
There we go. We got
Oh, wait, oh.
69% of people said no to the Oxlang
Nice.
question. There's some
Okay, I have
distorted
to
audio there.
out myself. I'm an Oxlanger.
What? Banned.
This is the
Banned.
plot twist. I'm canceled forever.
From the stream.
Cancel.
Just kick me.
Actually,
Cancel stealthy party.
Actually, Fgrinst
I'm
is
canceled.
an Oxlang.
Look, okay, see, hear me out. You can't cancel me actually because my boyfriend asked me to promise him to not get canceled.
Oh, okay. So we just
And
can't.
if you cancel me, that's being homophobic.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, everyone keep that in mind.
Cancel selfie.
Okay.
I'm canceling you for blocking me on Twitter.
Oh.
Wait, did I? Oh shit, I think I might
checked
have.
your Twitter and I was blocked apparently.
Sorry.
Tragic.
Kate, what did you do?
I don't know.
What did
Hey,
you
Kate's
get
done a
him
lot of
strike
stuff.
on YouTube again?
There is a very small chance that it could have just been I liked something not safe for work at one point and it appeared on Stealthy's timeline and Stealthy went, "Oh, Kate liked that, blocking Stealthy."
No,
Or
I'm not.
blocking Kate.
Right,
I'm not like that. Don't worry. I'm also in the
alright.
camp of I don't really scroll Twitter in public because I'm afraid someone might see things.
Oh man.
Oh, I physically just can't scroll Twitter on public. Like Jesus.
Anyway, let's
This
not talk
wasn't
about
Anyway,
that. Let's talk
anyway.
about Oxlang.
Yeah.
Oxlangs, am I right?
Yeah, Oxlang. Yeah. I
This is like the 69 that we've had.
69.
We get a lot of 69 references. I love
Yeah, God.
statistics.
Yeah, it's almost there's like a 1 in 100 chance of that, and there's like 100 things on here.
Yeah.
Anyway, When making an auxiliary language, how do you
That
most
is
often
split.
intend for it to be used? That is split.
That is
Look
so
at that.
close to being split.
And the
That is
freaking plurality.
such
Oh,
That is
no,
the
no.
closest to perfect splitting.
Look at that. So we got 26.5% as a worldwide universal language.
Worldwide sweep.
25% as other. What is the other? We got 26 point. Oh no, this is the actual winner. 26.7% internationally between
Interplanetary?
speakers of other languages within a single family, and 21.2% as between speakers of of languages from different language families. And yeah, there you go. So I guess a lot of people said other for that. I don't Oxlang at all, so I guess maybe
I
was
have-
the best pro for
I
that question.
I'm assuming that they'd probably have like a really lax definition of Oxlang. Like I'm talking Jan Measly
Yeah, that's
level of laxness with that definition. I mean, not like Jan Measly now, but like season 1, season 2, Conlang critic levels.
Tokipona,
Conlang
Conlang,
clinic.
Oxlang.
Tokipona, my favorite Oxlang.
Oh my god, flashbacks.
Oh man.
Owie, my favorite Oxlang. Lojban, my favorite Oxlang.
Oh man. Tragic.
Ladon, my favorite ox.
That's actually they actually rated that as an interlang. Not interlang, artlang. Artlang.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. There you go. The Conlang clinic. Anyway.
Clinic.
Clinic.
All right, next.
Oh, I thought
question.
it was a clit joke.
No, it is
Of
not.
course you
It's a linguistics joke. This is a linguistics
I'm
live stream,
sorry.
Kate.
This is linguistic.
This is linguistics we're talking about.
It took me a second.
Oh my god. Okay. When making conlangs, do you often take inspiration from natural languages? We got a sometimes sweep. Woo! Followed by always, and then never at 1.5%.
This is like an election. Dang.
Oh man.
Never.
I imagine this means that 33 people either just don't speak a language because otherwise.
Well,
they-
there are a few people who don't conlang. Actually, no. Like there were 300 not responses
True.
to this question.
True. This is true.
Oh yeah.
I guess, yeah, I don't know how to. I don't even know. Like, it's impossible to not be inspired by a language in real life if you communicate with language. And if you're reading the census, then you communicate with language. So, unless you are somehow, other than this form, entirely separated from the physical plane. Like...
Well, there's a difference between like conscious inspiration and unconscious inspiration. And I feel like this question implies conscious inspiration. For like,
yes.
so like if someone's not purposely taking inspiration from natural languages, then they would not be making languages with natural language as their inspiration.
I want to see if this
Right?
has changed in the past
Because
year.
otherwise there'd be the Natling already did it, but worse.
What the
Like,
hell? Oh, this is just a yes or no
Anna,
question last year. I was like, why is it now 91% to 9%? But way more people said straight up no than...
Well, to often. No to often.
Often. Fair enough.
Well, no, it was last year. It was literally yes or no.
Yeah, but the
Nine.
question's
Really?
often.
Yeah.
Do you often
Oh,
take
yeah, you're right.
inspiration?
You're right. Okay, you're
No,
right.
I
yeah.
don't often.
And now it's not yes and no. It's always and sometimes, which works a lot better. I'd say.
True. Yeah. So I guess old
yeah.
results invalid.
Well, in
on
that
this
case,
one.
it should be how often do you take?
Oh my god. that could just be
I'm
an entirely
sorry.
good question, honestly. Alright, anyway, when making conlangs, do you often take inspiration from other conlangs? We got a sometimes, we got a never, and an always at 9.3%. Interesting. I don't really know how to analyze that, but I guess we get to see if it's more than last year. Oh wait, we didn't have that question last year. Never mind. Okay. Yeah.
Cool to hear. People are taking inspiration sometimes.
Yeah, inspiration. Inspiration is cool. Inspiration, not
Yay.
plagiarism. Oh.
Ever since that H Bomber Guy video, I just said always. I'm
Yeah.
always inspired by the Conlang.
That's right. Inspiration. There you go.
Always plagiarizing. That's me.
No, inspired.
Another question.
Inspired.
How often do you
yeah.
plagiarize?
Inspired.
on
The
your
works
Conlang?
of.
Inspired is just programmer language for plagiarizing. We tend to say
Mhm.
Based on the
borrow
works
some
of
code.
Dr. Zamenhof.
Yeah, there you go.
Every conlang's plagiarized either from Volapük or one of Tolkien's languages.
If you
All
trace the trail
conlangs
all the
are-
way back.
They're all
Mhm.
plagiarized from lingua ignota.
Actually,
I borrowed from these
Hungarian
Conlangs.
is a
All
Conlang.
conlangs are
From the
plagiarized
Raspberry
from the
Tales.
Libalon.
Oh my god. All from Belibelon. That's where it began. Oh my god.
All are copyrighted from God because God made all the languages in the Tower of Babel.
He is technically a
There you
conlanger.
go. God made a whole lot of languages at once that day during the Tower of Babel. I wish I could conlang that fast.
I mean,
mean,
where
who's
do you
to say he
think all
didn't
the
make them
proto-langs
beforehand,
came
and he spread
from?
the tower because he wanted people to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really just him just trying to make real life friends in the Conlang community. Anyway, when creating naturalistic languages, which of these popular language
That's
families
a lot
have
of
you ever
Indo-European.
knowingly drawn inspiration from? Indo-European, 90%.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Again, I feel
man.
like these responses are skewed.
Yeah, might be a little
Yeah,
skewed.
Yeah,
Also-
they're very skewed.
Also, Uralic in second place, Lamau.
Yeah, look at that. Uralic in second
People-
place.
Conlanger's
Finish.
like finish.
Finish.
It all
Mhm.
begins with finish. It begins.
Also, I think you
where
should
it
probably-
finishes.
Yeah, you should definitely replace Eskimo with Inuit. Eskimo is kind of a slur.
Did I write Eskimo instead of? Oh, I wrote Eskimo Aleut. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess for Canadians at least. So yeah, I'll put that on the list for next time. But yeah, so
Yeah.
then we have other primary families, and then we have other isolates like Basque, Ainu, etc. So yeah, that makes sense. I didn't want to put straight up a bunch of isolates, so yeah. There's
I feel
Basque,
that
etc.
A lot of Baskers.
Basque gang. If I get to go to Spain, I will definitely be learning Basque while I stay there. That is
Heck
the
yeah.
mission. I've already actually started taking some notes. We'll see how that goes. But yeah,
Ooh.
again, Indo-European. You might as well just like pretend that's not there, and then just look at it as a list of like the second most common to get valid
Yeah.
insights out of it.
Rip
Yeah.
you, man. Everyone in chat, y'all should make conlangs and inspire them exclusively from Human.
Human languages are awesome. They're in Arizona and California and Mexico.
Those. I was like, what? Even then, I was like, wait, what's
Yeah.
human again?
Yeah, it's the human languages.
Do
Yeah.
it for Agmashwa.
Yeah, my new town in the Minecraft server is called Yuma with a dental, like a labiodental M.
Is it?
It's Yuma.
Isn't there like a place in Arizona called Yuma or something?
Yeah. There's a city down by the Colorado River
Yeah.
called Yuma. It's a rather it's like the hottest place in Arizona. That's what Ætérnal would call a wasteland, is the city of Yuma. That is.
I see.
Yeah. It's.
Well, yeah, it's in Arizona, so obviously.
Okay.
that's just Arizona in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised Salishan isn't higher, honestly. People cite Salish languages all the time. But yeah. I think this is a new question too. Next.
Did you do a question for language area?
Like Sprockboons?
I'll
like,
probably do
rough,
good.
like,
Yeah, that would be neat.
European, subcontinental. I shudder to say
Ah.
it, but Altaic.
Altaic.
Altaic, sweet.
Wait a second.
Inspiration.
Oh man. Maybe. I guess you could add that to the list.
Altaic sweep.
yeah, Altaic takes over all of it. All right. Which of the following morphosyntactic alignments have you used in your conlangs? We got nominative, accusative, sweep. Also, probably
There's no bias
bias
here.
Yeah, where would you get that from? We got 37.4% ergative, absolutive. We got 16.3% other, and a 13.8% split in transitive.
Active
statives.
stative.
Yeah. Interesting. I've used all of them, I think. Like all the ones on this list at least once. Well,
I've used at least one of these.
I don't think I've ever done one that is solely ergative absolutive.
I don't think we've ever done that. We should do that probably at some point.
Yeah, that could hurt in a way. Got him. But yeah, this is also a new
I
question.
had split ergativity in Paxallow.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh no, we had this question last year, and it's pretty much the same. Not too different.
I think most of my conlangs don't have nominative accusative alignment. They're split ergative to an extent.
Split ergative is fun.
It is a lot of fun.
I enjoy it a lot.
My
It is.
current major conlang is a Austronesian alignment. I think is what it's called. I can
Nice.
never
I don't
remember.
believe in conlanging.
Then why are you here?
Oh, my bad. Leaves.
It doesn't exist. I haven't seen one. Can I touch
I've never seen a
conlang?
conlang with my own two eyes.
Can I eat
I've just
a
seen
conlang?
spreadsheets.
All right, which basic
by the
word
way.
orders have you utilized in at least
I'm
one
surprised
conlang?
SVO is more common than SOV here.
English
That's an
speakers.
English bias right there.
Yeah.
That's a
I think,
certified
well,
English bias.
even with an English bias, it feels like SOV is not an ox. It's like a conlangerism where it's like I feel amateur conlangers like kind of gravitate towards it when trying to be different and cool.
I
Usually
feel like
see people
more would.
gravitate to VSO or
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah,
SOV is
true.
a pretty common one.
VSO, my beloved.
This is OV, not VO.
VSO is the best.
It is.
I like VOS.
Autojune is
VOS is also neat.
VOS gang for Autojune. Good
VOS
times.
uses
Okay.
rot in hell.
Actually, I think I'm gonna. My next
I'm
one.
gonna
will
go
have
on a bit of a
OSV.
tangent, but okay, I have to admit, I have checked Reddit in the past.
You
And I saw this one post that was like relexing Tokipona to be less like an Austronesian language, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Austronesian languages are based. Why would you make it less like that? So out of spite, I made like a sketch of Tokipona, but more like Austronesian languages, and that involved like changing the nasal coda to be either e or u to form consecutive vowels, and I also changed the word order from SVO to VOS.
Ew.
Because why the heck not?
Oh man, Toki Postronesian.
Tokipostronesian.
WebCloud in chat says I should learn what V2 means. V2 is a character in Ultrakill.
Okay, yeah, it's verb
Actually,
second.
V2 is a based system.
Yeah, and a few
V2 is
people
a
said
boss in
that should be
Ultrakill.
on here, but I feel like that qualifies as an other kind of. I don't know.
V2
Yeah, I feel like it
is
goes in
Definitely
other.
other.
Yeah.
I would argue it mostly falls under OV because that's what German has. You can classify that as OV mostly.
Yeah.
I mean,
With
most
how
Germanic
movement works.
languages had that at one point in time, like Old English.
True. This is very true. I wish we still had that. That'd be cool.
But it's hard to classify it as OV or VO because the base form again is
Well,
verb object.
as I-
Well, the
Well, as I recall, my linguistics professor, who knows German very well, he said it was basically mostly OV. You can analyze it pretty well as OV, and the verb just comes to the front with movement.
That makes
okay,
sense.
fair enough.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because especially if you consider a dependent clause where you definitely have OV. It's just in an independent
yeah,
clause where you
no.
have a movement of a part of the verb to the front.
Yeah, das stimmt.
Why stay at V2? Let's go to V3.
V0 word order.
V0, yeah.
V0.
V0.
V-1.
The verb is just in the null space, just like in my.
Isn't OSV
Prince
what the
video.
Bardlang has in Census and R?
Oh dear.
I have no idea.
OV, what the Warriors have in Bard
No,
language has,
OSV. Yeah,
has OSV, yeah.
like brothers we are.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
did.
All right. Anyway, which morphological typologies have you utilized in at least one conlang? And that means like the
Of course,
scale for
of
fully
course,
analytic,
agglutinative is the most common one.
Yeah, agglutinative.
If
goes
there's
on.
anything conlangers hate, it's analytic languages.
But they're so fun.
They are. The rabbit.
They are, I
the-
know, right?
The rabbit
They're just
language.
so nice.
That one is fully analytic.
I do
love
fusional overall.
that. Yeah, we got a lot of fusional. Exactly as many fusional as partially analytic responses.
I
Like,
tend to
oh,
avoid agglutinative.
Oh god, Ultra French I think is somewhere between agglutinative and fusional because
Yeah.
of just how much of a mess it is.
yeah, it is. I don't even know which one I
God.
would call it.
Yeah, it's like the base forms are like it's agglutinative, but then everything is smashed together, and there's a bunch of coalescence. The vowel coalescence is the worst part.
It's like agglutinative plus 200 years of evolution.
A bit more than that, even. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's actually pretty interesting, but I guess it makes sense. Just the hatred for analytic from native English speakers has led to severe
The children
agglutinative
yearn
power.
for the glue.
They want
Like,
glue.
I feel like all of the token conlangers are obsessed with this language. Are agglutinative languages, like you got Basque, you got Finnish,
Yeah.
you got the Weebs.
Yeah. I think that probably does have something to do with it.
Yeah, but the words get so long and cumbersome and they look ugly. Nice.
I like when they get
sweet
long and
words. So
cumbersome.
good.
I like long words.
Yeah,
You're
me
not
too.
supposed to be the dirty one, Stealthy. That's meant to be Kate.
What the hell? I'm perfectly rational. I couldn't think of a better word than rational.
Great
Ah,
job.
of course. Sure.
All right, next. Which of the following phonemic inventory choices have you made for your conlangs? This includes sign-lang inventories, tactile inventories, etc. Because yes, those are still called phonologies even when they don't involve sound. And then we have minimalist, naturalistic, maximalist, and other, an inventory system that cannot be quantified by phonemes. And so, yeah, we got naturalistic and a solid win right there. Not too many
You got
people
the
do
conlangers and then
I
the
think it might
Pokepona
be-
fans.
Yeah.
More informative to do like more ranges.
Yeah.
Because the difference
Yeah.
between 21 and 49 is a
Like,
bit.
That is
Probably
true.
do ranges of 10 up to 50 and then 50 plus.
Yeah.
That is potentially true. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could narrow down how to do that later, but put it on the list. To the list with it.
The list. We have the list. Y'all
I
don't
love
get to
how
see
they're
the list.
separated
We have
across
the
many
list.
messages, so it's gonna be annoying to look back on.
Yeah.
Wait,
We'll
does no
deal
one have
with
like
that
an
later.
actual list, like file just pulled up to the side? Are we doing this in chat?
Yeah, look in the Census 2023
Look in the
chat.
chat.
That sounds about right.
Amazing.
All right, next.
Look
Oh,
at my
damn it.
beautiful wording.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Thanks.
God.
We're gonna love that.
Oh
later.
god.
But this was one that I left something to fill out, and this is why I don't leave options for you to fill out, because it turns into hell. So I think this is the only question on the
Rain
census that has
worlds.
it.
Ah, there we go. I think that's mine. If you scroll down a bit.
Yeah, cause Agma's
Oh,
yeah.
far pain.
That's mine.
For those making
Based
non-naturalistic
reason.
languages, for which of the following general goals have you created a language? Then we got to create the most pleasant-sounding language, to make viewers and friends laugh. Again, that's biased for my audience. To minimize the possible pool of root words, to optimize communication efficiency, to create the most convoluted system of communication possible, also biased, to create the easiest system of communication possible is below because it created a convoluted system. We got to cause the speaker pain, which is right below that.
That one.
To deviate as far as possible from how human minds work. Which
We got the lowest bias.
Yep, there you go. To create the least pleasant sounding language, also biased, and to optimize international communication, and to create the most accurate way of emulating the way humans' minds work.
I do love how we have just the dichotomy. Like, first of all, we have, if you go up a bit, to create the easiest system possible, and then the most convoluted system possible. And then below that, we have a bit below that. Below that. Yeah, to deviate as far as possible from how human minds work. And then a bit below that.
To create the least pleasant language.
No. Below that, even. First, we had to go as far as possible away from how human minds work, and then to create the most accurate way of emulating the way human minds work. These are just polar opposites.
Yeah. Don't forget the least pleasant sounding here at 19%, and the most pleasant sounding up here at 37.4%. That's pretty good. This is
Cellar door.
A clash of the century. Cellar door
on the one side, you have cellar
incomprehensible.
door. On the other side, you have hyperpirate.
Yeah.
Cellar door.
Salad.
High performer is arguably
What
worse.
was that called?
Cellar
That
door.
was just lip smacking again.
That was gum smack.
Gum smack. Gum smack's
That
also
I think
quite
is the
bad.
worst sounding one out of them all. Like
That
You
one,
know what?
It makes me cringe still.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna do an ASMR.
I can't get past the warning because I see the warning and then I'm like, oh, never mind.
I don't think that picked up on the microphone.
Good.
Your Russian chips won't make it onto this live stream.
To emulate my pets.
I put away the Russian chips. I literally just like touched my microphone repeatedly.
Interesting.
But for context, right before the stream, I pulled out a bag of Russian chips that I got from a club meeting. They're shrimp flavored, and I was eating them for like a good hour, the first hour or so of the stream. Then I realized I'm
commune
kind of
with
running out.
gold?
Maybe I shouldn't eat all of them.
we
is
eat
I've
them
eaten all of them.
all in one sitting.
What is gold? What is gold?
I don't think that's
Oh,
healthy.
gold.
Where are you communicating with gold? What is gold?
That's some
Glorb?
serious
Send with Gorb?
Agna, that's some serious Gambian holiday material here.
Oh,
You all
God.
write that down.
It's gold. By Will.
Homeless anniversary is very soon.
Oh God. All right. Next. Which of the
Gold.
following features have you implemented in a conlang? Woo! And this is just like a list of some common features. It's not like exhaustive.
Man,
or
so many
anything.
grammatical case girlies.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I'm a grammatical
Oh.
case girly.
Oh, grammatical case.
I'm a
Surprised
grammatical
vowel
case
harmony
girly.
isn't more.
Yeah, vowel harmony.
Yeah.
And then we
It
got.
feels like I think that's probably a skill issue.
Yeah, truly.
Because
Hey,
it's like, unless you have the balls to just completely copy Turkish's system, it's mildly difficult.
I mean, just copy the Mongolian system of ATR plus, ATR minus.
yeah, there you go. I
I've
also
technically done all of these, I'm pretty sure.
look at that consonant harmony gang right there.
Consonant
I'm in
harmony.
the consonant
based.
harmony gang.
I should do consonant harmony ever, actually. I haven't done that yet.
It's pretty.
I
Fun.
wonder how many people would do pitch accent if it was separated from tone here.
Oh, that might be a good
Yeah,
one to
that
put
might
on.
be good.
Add to the list.
I'm putting that on the list.
I mean, pitch accent is tone, but at the same time, how do people differentiate them?
Free head. We gotta add free head to
What?
the list.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, free head.
Yeah. I swear to God, the moment I heard that in like what we were saying that in the circus, I knew that was going to become a meme. Good God.
Yeah, there's no hope.
There was
Free
no
head?
hope.
Then we have
Free
this.
head,
Free
yeah.
head.
Look at this
Free
one.
bird?
Wait,
Oh, and all of a sudden, consonant harmony jumps all the way up.
Yeah. Look at that. Everybody wants to do everything, obviously.
Everyone wants
But,
to do
like-
consonant harmony, except like numeral classifiers, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Numeral
Num-
classifiers are the greatest thing to do in a conlang.
I love numeral class.
No
They
one wants
are.
to do phonemic stress.
Aww.
Aw,
'cause they
poor
probably-
phonemic
they-
stress.
Half of them already did it, and so a lot of them said they just no longer want to do it anymore. They gave up.
We should do phonemic stress for what we're doing. I mean, can you even... Is
I
it
feel
even
like you
possible to
could.
like perceive stress in this?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
Actually,
Mm.
phonemic stress is really hard to consciously implement into a conlang.
No?
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of people just
It's
do
hard
their
to put into a
native
conlang.
language stress patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Uh,
subconsciously, but also like conlanging is a pretty conscious thing.
Interestingly, tone is the most desired thing to do in a future project.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see that, considering like
Yeah. By one vote,
tones
though.
are pretty underutilized within the conlanging space, I feel.
Yeah.
Because people are scared of them. Like me.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
scared. I'm people.
I am not scared of them. I can speak Mandarin and Vietnamese tones very well, I think.
I
I hope.
cannot do tones at all yet.
I
Most
am
of my
a
conlangs, I
tone
try to implement
enjoyer.
them.
Certified
Ma-
tone.
My main
Ma-
conlang, I had a
ma-
version
ma-
with tone in it.
Ma.
Ma,
God, I
ma,
hate tone.
ma, ma.
I will say,
Ma.
tones can create a kind of staccato effect
Yeah.
in a language.
Yeah, most definitely.
Especially Far Eastern tones, like in Vietnamese, Thai, Mandarin, and so on.
That's usually what I do.
But if
Yeah.
you
Actually,
copy, say, tones found in like African languages, it can create a very nice, smooth, like rhythm.
True.
Certified.
African languages in general are just unrelated. They have so many banger features, and then no one in the conlanging community talks about them.
Yeah, exactly. Shona whistled Z. Just go to Shona. Look at
Shona
their whistled
whistled-
fricatives. Woo!
Yeah.
Shona whistled Z.
So
Yeah,
many
in
people
history
don't
calls
use
it
the noun class system either, which is so sad.
True. Very true.
Mhm.
Though that's technically would be considered grammatical gender, but
Have you ever made a conscript (parentheses constructed script /
Oh.
writing system?
We got 80% yes.
Dang,
16% no, and 3.7%
that is
not
a lot
sure.
more than I expected.
Interesting. I mean, I guess
if you
I guess
don't
like
fail at making a conscript, are you really a conlanger?
Your,
I mean,
your failed attempt.
I don't typically create conscripts for the languages that I make, but I have made quite a few.
Yeah, but 80% of them did. Yeah, look at them go.
Mm.
Did I have a question for that last time? These
I made 2
questions are
conscripts and they
unrelated.
suck.
Aha, there
yeah,
we go.
Kate's a real conlanger.
Oh,
It's
a
worded
different question.
differently.
Yeah, it's a different question.
I feel
so
like
it's
that like got split in two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, have you ever? I think is more important of a question, honestly, because it's like,
Yeah.
are you a conscriptor?
And then the
or
next
not?
one, what are your habits?
Yeah, what are your habits relating to creating conscripts? So I make my conscripts for my conlangs. as
Okay, we got like
89%.
7% of people who have never made a conscript who are like, yeah, I make conscripts for my conlangs.
Oh god.
True.
9% actually.
There we go. And then we got written only languages at 16.5%, and then scripts that are not for conlangs at 40%. Interesting.
Wait, what is the first question of this again?
Oh wait, that's just out of
The
respondents. Never mind. Ignore what I said.
It was have you ever made a conscript, and then it goes on to what are your habits. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then, what types of conscripts have you created for your projects? Select all that apply.
Abugida sweep.
Abugita's got that
God.
51%. Alphabet's at
My-
86%.
My conlang conscript is like an inverse abugida.
So like
Vowels.
vowels, and then you add consonant diacritics.
God.
Sorta.
That will work pretty well for what we're doing because we have a lot of vowels and few consonants.
This is very
It's
true.
not diacritics. It's like it's what line you place the vowel on
I
a
see.
set of lines.
Oh.
I'm quite partial to the token style of Abugida, where the vowel diacritic mark shows the vowel before the consonant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that's
fun.
neat.
that's aesthetic.
But yeah, whenever I
Oh,
do
God, I just
conscripts,
had an idea.
I default to Abugida.
We'll have to talk about
I-
this after the stream, Agma. I just had an idea.
Okay.
God.
Terrified.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
Ætérnal
this is
knows
also
a
a new
way to
question
hurt
in here.
Agma.
We got a lot of the people who said other engineered scripts and other naturalistic scripts, which is like pretty cool. I don't know what those categories would be, but I'd like to see them. All right. What directionality?
How would syllabary have 3 syllables? Syllabary. I see how.
Syllabary.
Syllabary. Syllabary.
Syllabary, it has 3.
Oh God. Syllabary.
Syllabary.
I say
Syllabary.
It's syllabary. That's what I. That's
Syllabary.
That's how
Syllabary.
this
Syllabary.
Arizonan says it. Syllabary.
Syllabary's the way to go.
Which
Surprised you see top to
directionalities?
bottom more than right to left, but
Oh yeah, look at that. We got left to right for the win right there. Totally not biased.
Well, because top to bottom is
Not
like
biased. I mean, to be fair, like it's biased towards what most naturalistic scripts do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
top to bottom is just left to right, but for people who want to feel special.
Yeah, but also there's a problem here in that top to bottom can be top to bottom, left to right, or top to bottom, right to left.
This is true. People
And
have
left to
said
right can
this,
be
yeah.
top to bottom, or left to right, top
think
to
it-
bottom, or left to right,
Yeah.
bottom to top.
I don't know if there
Possibly.
needs to be an
What
entire
about,
separate question for
all
that,
of
though.
this?
Yeah, I don't think
It's
so.
all of
Especially
this-
since like you'd also probably have to do that for bottom to top.
Yeah, exactly.
All of this is way too normal. How about diagonal?
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's what the other people said. They go
I felt
diagonally
physical
across.
pain
Or
in that
circular.
comment. Oh my god.
Are you really a conlanger if you haven't tried to make a circular script?
A circular rotation.
What, like
I'm
a
not a
rival?
conlanger.
I'm not typesetting that, thank you very much.
We got a good about apostrophe on representation right here.
Hyper pirate moment.
Yeah, really. Then we have, what scripts do you prefer to use for documenting your language for your personal viewing and reading? So this is what script you basically write your grammar in, essentially. So we got Latin script, woo, Romanization.
Romanization.
Gang. Then we got Cyrillicization all the way down at 10%, which is still pretty good. Then we have IPA phonemic transcription at 43, and then IPA phonetic transcription at 35. And then
This is really funny for me because my main conlang, it's proto-language, which is what I've been working on the most recently. Its romanization is just the IPA phonemes, but colon instead of the actual long symbol.
I do that to be lazy like all the time.
But that's just the official rules of the romanization.
I see. That's pretty good.
Actually, like one natlang that's romanized like that, I think.
It actually
yeah.
took me 2 years to realize the long symbol wasn't just the colon.
I realized really early on, but was too
Oh
lazy
my
to ever
God.
use it.
Jesus Christ.
We got a lot of Arabic script variety on here, considering there not too much Arabic speakers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's true, that's interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be back in a bit.
All right.
Bye.
Got him. All right. This is also a new question. Now we go on to which aspects of conlanging do you enjoy most? We got phonology at the top.
I
with
always complete
70.3%.
phonology and then abandon them immediately after.
Yeah, exactly. Looks
Yeah,
like allophony comes in last place, other than other
Really?
in terms
I
of.
pronounce it
Allophony is the most
allophony.
fun. The way the sounds interact
Yeah.
with one
Yeah,
another.
I love allophony. That's like
I
one of
love
my-
allophony.
allophony.
It just comes out of my evolution though.
Yeah, yeah. And then we got syntax. We got morphology, which I also love morphology, so I'm glad that one at least got
Macaroon.
second. Yes. And then pragmatics, like context, allusions, and metaphors, which is also really fun, but that comes like at the end whenever you've gotten most other things done. Yeah, interesting. There were questions like this in previous years, but they were pie chart answers and not checkbox answers, so different vibes. Then we have
Now we have the dislike.
the dislikes.
No
Which
one
aspects
likes
do you-
making thousands of words.
Yeah, yep.
Why is
Lexicon
evolution
making.
so high?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I love
I
evolution.
feel like it's a
Evolution
thing
is
of like
just-
if you don't like evolution, then just don't evolve your conlangs, bro.
It's
Yeah,
one of
you don't need
those.
to.
Yeah. But people are like always talking about evolving conlangs because of like bibluridianisms,
Yeah.
I guess.
Also glad to
Fair.
see that no one dislikes phonology.
Yeah, phonology. Is
Yeah, it's
everyone's
the
favorite
simplest
by far.
part. Everyone can
Phonology
do
sweep.
phonology. Also, no one likes other. Or no one dislikes other.
Oh wow! look
There's
at
no
that.
one out there hating other topics.
Well, there's 155 people who hate other topics.
That's 3
Those are
less
just some
than
of
the
Edward
others.
Schwall's alt accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Again, the previous years they were pie charts, so you can't really compare them. But then we have an actual pie chart, which is which aspect of conlanging do you find the easiest? And phonology.
And
once
is
again,
phonology.
Phonology.
Clean
So,
sweep. That's
people's favorite is also the one they find the easiest.
It's
Hmm.
almost like people are lazy.
There
No,
are
no.
previous versions of this question.
I am
We
lazy.
got, there we go. It was still phonology last year, but
People found phonology slightly more difficult.
yeah, people found phonology slightly more difficult this year than last year. Then on to difficult. We have the most difficult is split in several ways. We got
Mm,
the winner though is syntax for most difficult. Interesting.
Really?
Quickly
Is
followed by
pragmatics-
lexicon, evolution.
Oh no, that's other.
Pragmatics is this one right here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. How does that compare to last year? The same.
I feel like
It's the
people
same.
are saying pragmatics aren't difficult because they don't know pragmatics,
Yeah,
what
that,
pragmatics are.
that is fair. That is fair.
Syntax is far easier to call difficult because people know what syntax is.
True, true. Then we got which aspect of conlanging do you find the most important to considering a project complete? And a bunch of people said lexicon, and that's why so many people said 0 completed conlangs earlier.
Yeah, it's not complete till we have 20,000 words.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be the pragmatics.
Yeah.
Like if you've gotten to the point where you're making up metaphors and whatnot for your language is fairly complete.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 9% of people say so. And then, what is this? Allophony is at 0.6% in considering a language complete, which, like, I guess, because, you know, the system is already working, and then I guess you could do allophony stuff after, but I like to do it during. Yeah, interesting. I mean, that was in previous years, too. And it was the same thing. Lexicon was deemed the most important. Second place, syntax. Huh. Then, least important to considering a project done, evolution.
All the evolution
Yeah,
haters
again,
really coming out
evolution's like
here.
optional, kind
Yeah,
of.
evolution's an optional process.
Yeah, exactly. So I agree with that kind of like it is the least important, and then
And allophony is
Mm.
also an optional process.
True, it is also
Yeah.
optional, but very fun. And then pragmatics, which again
Yeah.
I would say is also pretty optional. And then there's all the others, which are
A lot of
pretty
these
important.
options in this part of the in this part of the census really like lean toward nat conlanging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and let's see how that.
I think I'm gonna
compares to
go
last
here.
year.
I got to get up in 8 hours for school.
Oh,
Boo! I hate you.
Bye.
Boo!
Okay.
school. What is that? Come on.
You haven't apologized for the
Imagine
Kate
having
phobia
classes
today.
I
on
need my
Tuesday.
linguistics
Couldn't be
degree.
me.
You haven't apologized for the Kate phobia you've shown here
And I
today.
never
Schwarb.
will.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
You know what, Kate? I'm sorry for the Kate phobia. I will unblock you on
Schwarz just
Twitter if I
gone.
remember.
I
Oh,
appreciate it, Stealthy.
You know, I'm going. Do you have your Twitter linked? You
I
don't have your Twitter.
I should have my Twitter linked. Hold on.
Okay, share me your Twitter link so I can unblock you.
Man.
I got you.
Oh my god.
I'm at Panplate here.
Ooh, this is an.
How do I
interesting
reach
one.
my profile from this menu?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Profile.
54 people are waiting to see how you do this. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna say the next question while you're doing that. Have you ever
I did it.
created nice? Have you ever created a proto-language from which at least one of your
Boom.
conlangs originates?
Unblocked.
Woo!
Oh, interesting. We got 39.1% partially developed proto-language but never fully developed one. And then 32.2% said straight up no, which again contributes to that evolution being the least important answer here. That's fair. Next, when making a proto-language, do you often start with the desired aesthetic of at least one descendant in mind? And we got a plurality of kind of, but not fully.
It's like I either get too attached to my proto language and I'm like, no, I want it to be mostly samey. Or I'm like, okay, I want to specifically have a proto language and have it suck or have it not be appealing to me so that way when it evolves I'm like, oh my god, yes, this is better.
What I usually
vibe with
do is
that.
I have two ideas for languages that I want to be related, and then I figure out a proto language that could logically become either.
I also
Yeah.
relate to
I
that.
think what I did one time was like I've started and abandoned a lot of tonal languages over the years, and like some of them have phonologies that are like more complex, like Cantonese or Vietnamese or etc. And some of them are like more bare bones, like Burmese. And so like, okay, I'm gonna make a proto language that just diverges into those two styles essentially.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I mean, like with Phosphon, which ended up being like the proto-language to all the Cern Cahelan languages. I actually started with Autojune already being made, but then I wanted to make the other languages in the language family. But I also wanted such a significant amount of time to pass from Phosphon being spoken to all the other languages being spoken that only someone looking at the world from the outside would even know that they're in a language family. So it's really the progenitor of like several language families, but I made sure Phosphon was clunky enough that it wouldn't be able to survive for a long time, so it could collapse into a bunch of different language families. But yeah, good times.
Good.
Yeah.
Next, which aspects of language have you tried to incorporate to make a language feel naturalistic and lived in? We got dialects and accents, slang.
Oh, I've done hecka
Yeah,
dialects.
contractions and elisions, grammatical incongruities, purposeful mistakes and overanalyzation, idiolects for individual characters in your worlds, puns, jokes, and other creative wordplay, and other. So, yeah, we got a lot of dialects and accents going. Not too many idiolects, but that's still a pretty good amount, honestly, of people making
Yeah.
idiolects for their specific characters. I technically am able to say that because I have created idiolects for the characters in the comic, in AutoJune. But yeah, that's pretty interesting though. Everyone loves their dialects and accents, and not as many people have made jokes, but it's still a good amount of them. Good. Make more.
Make all the jokes.
Make them all. I think this one was in last year's
Oh.
census too.
The base is gonna
Yeah.
have such a heavy bias.
It's the same thing. Let's see, what is it? Oh, the next question. Yeah. What numeral systems have you incorporated into your conlangs?
82%
Decimal.
are shills.
Surprised to see so much octal.
There is a lot of octal
I-
in there.
I love the 69% or 69 people who do complex systems. You my real ones. You 68 others, I love you.
69 complex irrational people.
That's so based for real.
I consider myself both complex and irrational.
Okay, the fact that you didn't have the balls to put seximal instead of centenary.
Oh my god. I
Oh yeah.
I considered it, but then I didn't know what I was going to call all the other things that ended with all at the end. And I
Okay, yeah,
wanted
that's
to-
fair.
and
Just for the
Aries.
symmetry.
Yeah. It was
That's
all
fair.
it was all Aries for the low numbers, and then it only switches to all for octal, and I thought that was bad enough. Like
And non-airy, and it's like back to
Yeah,
all.
if septenary had it too, like a
heptal.
Baker's
if it was
sextimal.
heptal.
Baker's seximal.
Yeah, Baker's seximal. Oh my god. And I know several people ask me, like, how come there's no, like, base 18? And it's like, okay, just put other. Just go other if it's gonna be that weird.
Let's go other for real. Base
If you
18
want to
is
be,
less
if
important
you
than
want to be
negative
special,
bases.
then say you're special.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only reason I put even, like, base 60 on here is because Sumerian did it, and our clocks are technically, like, analog clocks
Really?
are technically base 60.
I didn't know Sumerian
Yeah.
was base 60.
Yeah, since Sumerian used a base 60 numeral.
Also, why
That's so
tetravegesimal?
Because it's
That's used in
It's
the natural
for
language.
Oh, 24
exclamation
hours?
point.
Yeah, 24 hours. That's one reason.
I see.
But then there's also
Just curious.
there is a natural
It's
language.
4
that uses-
factorial. It has a lot of factors, so it's
True.
Baker seximal for octal. Thanks, some schmuck. Yeah, but that's again. Thanks, everyone. Go in decimal mode right there. I'm proud of
No,
the
I
prevalence
use-
of base 12 though.
I use base 6. Not because of Jan Misali. It's because base 6 is my favorite number.
Aw.
It's been my favorite number since kindergarten.
In the world of my
Aw.
comic, there's a lot of base 12, there's a lot of base 10, and there's a lot of base 8. I don't think I've tried any others. in
No
that
base
world, though.
9. Unloved.
Yeah, no base 9, unfortunately.
Unloved.
Wait! Septenary has 7 squared votes.
Oh!
Thank you, Katakana. That's
Huh?
cool.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
Beautiful.
cool detail.
That is very good.
It is not as cool as 69 for my favorite systems,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, can't be as cool as the best thing ever.
Tragic. Oh shit, we're at the end pretty much. Because that's a new question too.
On a scale
Our-
of
on a
1
scale
to
of 1 to
10,
10, what's our review on
11
here?
people fucking hated it.
Yeah, 11 people thought this was garbage. 10 people thought it was mostly garbage. But you know, not all garbage.
Only 3 people rated it 2.
Yeah.
This is I love
It's
the
li-
bias toward not nearly extremes.
Yeah.
Like there's also the bias against 9. 9 and 2 are just
Non-airy,
especially
non-airy, the anti-non-airy bias is real
True.
with these respondents.
Yeah, they don't like
Real.
non-airy and they don't like scoring something 9. But I would say that kind of averages out to a 9-ish, somewhere in between there,
Yeah.
between the 8s and the 10s.
A 9 or a high 8.
Yeah, like a high.
Yeah, I feel
8-ish.
like it would be like. Yeah.
Yeah, probably a high 8-ish, somewhere around there. Because if you add these three together, even if you're looking at just the hundreds places, you got 1,100 and then 1,700, and then put all that together, 1,766. 1,766 people gave it an 8 to 10 out of the 2,430. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And then on
That's
the
over half.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Then we got, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well written and meaningful were the questions, which is like a
There are
little
like
bit
people
less
who
extreme, yeah.
there has to be at least some people who are like, okay, I fucking hated this survey, but like you do have well written and meaningful questions.
Yeah.
Hey, there were, because
This
look,
survey
there's
sucked.
there's
It was
11
well
people.
written.
Yeah, they're like, this is stupid, but I mean, good job on writing the questions though, said 5 people.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Be
Pretty good.
binary, eat, got, chip, and lie.
Eat, got, chip. All right, and then how was the length of the survey? 75% of people said it was
amount of
perfect.
questions.
I'll take that as approval. And then we have a massive list of suggestions and stuff, which we can look at, but just in case there's like inappropriate stuff in there, we probably shouldn't.
Actually, my conspiracy theory is that like
I love
some
the
bigots
smiley face
were
suggestion.
triggered by some bigots were probably triggered by the fact that it asks, "What's your sexuality? What are your pronouns?"
There's
yeah,
there's always a few in there. There's always a few.
We're
in there.
always guaranteed to get bigots.
I
Heart
just-
emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't feel like putting those up on the screen. I know most of the suggestions
Yeah.
are legit, but just in case we run into those, I don't want to put them on my screen.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
scroll to the hello in your conlang part.
Oh yeah, because we got all that too. No.
What?
Let's see. Oh yeah, then some fun questions. From this list of the most common phonemes in natural languages, guess which one you think might be the most common.
But we have all the nerds who know that it's
Yep, it's ma. Look
Ma.
at that, 52.9% of people.
It's like related. It's like your cousin, nga.
Okay. Yeah. Did I put it on the list just in case? No, I didn't even put it on the list. I didn't want
No.
people to be memeing around.
You did
and put it in
fa.
there.
Fa's like not even half.
Yeah, but I put ones on there that maybe people would think were the most common, along with the actual most common.
You probably. Oh, You didn't put any vowels.
No shit,
I
you're
feel
right.
like that's a missed opportunity.
True. Dang, I should have specified that as consonants. Rip. But yeah.
Okay.
Ma it is indeed the correct answer is ma, by the way.
I wonder how many of those 1,241 people Googled it.
I
Reveal
didn't.
yourselves.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't Google it.
I've looked at the foible list an unhealthy amount of times. I mean, not really that unhealthy, but like
the-
more than once.
Yeah. Another optional question. When looking at someone else's conlang, what's the most important thing you look at when deciding whether you think it's good or well made? And then a bunch of people just put some simple words on there. We got phonology, syntax, naturalism, consistency,
Oh
uniqueness,
gosh.
grammar, how it
No,
sounds, consistency,
stop.
aesthetics, how well it chooses goals, photoaesthetics, thoughtfulness in taking a premise.
Anglois, I would like to sleep.
Yeah, Anglois. Anglois, speed up.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Congrats.
What is the first person singular pronoun in your conlangs? We could analyze this later on because I feel like you can make some
God.
interesting comparisons with this.
I you make that a question.
Yeah,
What-
It's
were you
just
saying?
like an
I think it's
engagement
interesting.
question. Just for fun.
It was an
like how
engagement question, and I
it
also
asked for hello in other questions.
I also want to see like if there's a most common letter, like you know how like we have like I and me and stuff in English. I wanted to see how many me's and mu's and other like nasal based sounds ended up
Yeah.
getting the highest score.
I like that these are all simple because
Yeah.
like that's how natlangs
I
work.
love the OO.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a nga, but
Ish.
upside down.
Yeah.
Someone put ich.
So I'd like
None
to.
of these are cursed. Why isn't okay? Now we have cursed
Oh,
ones.
there's Dylan saying his in sokuul, the verb. Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow, I can't believe that's the entire. That's all of the yields.
No, there's
I
1,140 more responses.
probably searched for the hyperpirate pronoun. I probably picked that one, honestly,
I think you did.
but I don't remember.
And then, what is the
And
name
so
of one of your
cool.
languages, and what does it translate to in English? Again, a ton of things on here. Maybe I could look at it. Oh, there's me. Arajud, city located in Arjanza.
No way.
I'm
I
curious
will.
if I can see one of mine.
Oh, mine's also on that.
Yeah.
Hyperpirate.
There's
don't think
Maz. There's
mine is
Mars
there.
saying Niklo's origin right there. There's Hyperpirate.
Maz.
There's Eternal. Yeah, so you're gonna have a whole lot of things. Like we could see if we could analyze this in any kind of way later on, but this was also like an engagement question because it's interesting to see what people name their languages after. You know.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool. It's not really scientifically quantifiable, but like it's just cool to see. And then how do you say goodbye in one of your conlangs? Also not really analyzable, but just a fun little thing to finish it off.
Italy.
That's autogen right there. That's how you say bye in
Yeah, I
autogen.
recognize that one.
Yeah.
That's at the very end of your book.
Ade.
Yep, it is. It's the last word in the autogen book. Yeah, and then you got a lot of choco cookie. Yeah.
Choco cookie.
Lots and lots of stuff. In fact, 842 more of them. So there you go. That is the 2023 Conlang census, with many of the valid questions compared with previous years, but a lot of changes were made in this one, so we couldn't compare all of them because it's not really valid comparisons anymore. But I think that was a pretty good look at this overall, you know?
Yeah.
It was very cool there being like 500 more responses. We're really going up in numbers. We're doing numbers for real.
We're doing numbers. We gotta get
We
past
aim it for
3,000.
3,000 next
This
time,
tweet
boys.
doing numbers.
This tweet's gonna get us past 3,000. We'll have more people coming from X.com, formerly known as Twitter, on the next census. We'll have to make a whole different category for it. I severely doubt that.
No, it's
I
not
doubt
happening.
it.
Like I think like I don't think there's much of a linguistics or a conlanging community on Twitter.
I tried. Like I was in a group
Like it's a
chat.
thing. I feel
Yeah.
like within the linguistic sphere, being honest, I
I
don't
made a
think
post
anyone
about
can get
conlanging and it
canceled
got 10
because
likes.
none of us have enough presence on Twitter to be canceled.
True. I stay away from it as much as possible.
I have plenty of oomfies on Twitter.
I did when I was doing my master's degree. I had to do a project on Twitter networking, like analyzing like usernames of people who share and communicate with the most other users. And so I did a research, like I did a study on the web of conlang related speech on Twitter in like 2021, and I found a network, and it ended up being like mostly people I knew already by then. But it was a pretty small network, but there were a couple people who are like obviously the center hubs. At the time, Cantwell was one of them. I don't know if any of you remember Cantwell, who made
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the Conlanger video. Cantwell was like one of the center people on the web of Twitter conlang discussions. Stephen Escher was another one, I think. And then yeah, but it was interesting. I have the graph somewhere still. It would be kind of cool to find it, but it's several years outdated at this point. Completely unrelated to any of this discussion. Anyway, does anybody have any final thoughts about this look into the Conlanger census tonight?
It was fun.
69 people liked complex spaces and used complex spaces. I'm so happy. I win.
10 out of 10 would stay an hour past my bedtime. Or not bedtime. I don't have a bed. What am I talking about? I'm an adult. I don't have a bedtime.
Typical sleeping time.
I'm an adult.
Typical
and
sleep
I've
schedule.
given
Why did I
myself
say
a
bedtime? Why did I say
so-
bedtime? I sound like a child on
Haha,
stream.
Selfie
in
the
front of
child.
42
Haha, you're older than me.
people.
Child.
Are you secretly?
I'm literally older than you, Kate.
You are, however, you're the one who has a bedtime. I just have a
Oh,
I don't
preferred
have a
moment where I go
bedtime. I
to
have a
sleep.
sleep schedule.
What a
At some point,
nerd!
you will wish that you had a bedtime. Trust me.
I have a bedtime of about midnight, and it's actually past my bedtime.
Oh dear.
I have a bedtime of get as much sleep as I possibly can, which usually ends up being about 6 hours.
I get 8 hours of sleep most nights. I got 9 hours of sleep last
Weird
night.
flex.
I can't sleep longer than like 7 hours, or I feel bad the next day. Like 6.5 to 7 is like my optimal. But yeah, so I'll probably get 6 tonight. We'll find out if we end the stream soon.
No, the stream will go on.
Oh,
We
God.
gotta beat out the cursed conlang.
I am actually-
Oh God.
I am actually seeing one of the responses is Vez, which is like, I do have a conlang that I like haven't immediately abandoned called Vezgadam, which is literally the speech of fire. It's specifically for
Wagma and crew.
what?
What? Where did that
What?
come from?
Look at
What?
the response on the center of the screen.
Schwagma and crew.
Oh. Anyway, it's like for a potential video game thingy where there's like fire monster creatures,
Ooh.
and it's like it's called fight fire with fire or something like that. And essentially the gameplay is essentially that you're fighting fire with fire.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
I
there's like
that
a
premise.
culture surrounded like that, and I'm like, oh, you get your own language, and so they got their own language, or part of it. Because
Nice.
again, I'm bad at finishing things.
Gamers. We got a question from Vanish Space. Would it be possible to have a language with only consonants or only vowels? Yeah.
Vowels, sure. Only,
Yeah.
I mean, only consonants. I mean, hyperformal is
You
not
could-
exactly that, but it's getting there. Like if you have a ton of syllabic fricatives and
I feel
and,
it's
and,
more
and
realistic to
nasal,
have
sure.
only consonants, considering syllabic consonants exist.
True. That is a
possible.
workaround. Also, you could just say that just a generic kind of schwa vowel that comes between consonants isn't a phoneme. You could just say that like that's just a space between other consonants, you know, like that, and that could technically count as having no vowels.
It's not phonemic.
So,
And
yeah.
theoretically, you could do the same with vowels, just like have like, oh, glottal stop isn't phonemic, but
Yeah.
it's in between literally every vowel.
Yeah, exactly. Or just generic consonant.
I remember
just
seeing this
C
one person
between
talking
vowels.
about an idea of like PIE just having no phonemic vowels.
Yeah.
Just
PIE is already as cursed as it is.
True. That was like a kind of genuine debate that they were having for a while, and that they've kind of settled on like those two like quasi vowel things, but you could technically interpret it as just like a different kind of just glottalizations or of some sort. I don't even know how to interpret what they came up with, but I like to
Yeah.
at least pretend that it has those two vowels at least, and accept the fact that since it's a reconstruction, the vowel part's going to be the least reconstructible anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much, I guess.
Also, just a quick thing, Agma, can you make the thing public now?
Oh yeah, let's am I gonna embarrass
Get
myself on
public,
screen? Not how
unleash it to the
Chill,
masses.
Chill again. Chill
Select,
for reminding me of that.
send a copy of their response, limit to one response, shuffle question bar, confirmation message. There we go. View results summary. Boom.
Hey.
Available to the world. Take that.
Yay.
Enjoy. Now you all can look at the beauty of the data, and I think you'll be able to open up a sheet of your own to do further analysis of your own too? Question mark? Just
No, I don't
no,
think so.
no. Let's
No?
I don't think so.
let's see. See previous responses. Can you?
What I'm gonna do is
Let's see if going down to the.
I don't
full
have
line-
that ability.
That's unfortunate. I mean, that I could just
I'm
make that
gonna
like a separate link that I
do
could put in the
that.
description.
There you go. I
Yeah.
put the link in chat in case anyone wants to take a look at it.
Nice. Yeah, and I'll put that in the description too later, so
Good
that
idea.
anyone can do anything they want. Maybe I'll do it with all 3 years of it too, even though some of the questions are incongruous. You could use the questions that do match up with each other, and compare that data. Yeah.
So here's the like link that doesn't have any of the like editing stuff. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, Sayo, if you want to put it in the announcements, I don't see why not.
Do it.
Why don't
It
you
would
just
be
lay
funny.
another ping on the people for the night?
Do it.
A little good night kiss with one more ping. It's a good old add everyone to
Ping 'em! Ping 'em!
Go ahead.
I won't be
Ping
pinged,
'em.
so I don't care.
God,
Ping
Do
'em.
it.
Do it.
As a senior mod, you can ping everyone, so go ahead.
Do it, Sayo. Ping them good.
Ping 'em.
Can I rejoin the server and get owner role?
God
I don't
damn
think
it.
that's how it works.
That's what comes after Nod is just new owner.
Owner.
New owner with a
I'm very much
Owner.
open to making a new role if someone reaches 420 messages.
or literally
Mm.
just 420,000.
Has anyone gotten God?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
There's been 4 Nods now.
Yeah, 3. Well, it's not. Yeah, sort of. I mean, the.
True.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one dude who like got odd and then immediately left?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Giga
Oh, wow.
Chad move. But yeah, there's currently
Yeah.
3 Nods, and there's gonna be another one pretty soon. But yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. The leaderboard says we do have a leaderboard now, so that's nice. Yeah, one person is at 66,000 apparently. So
Dang, it's insane.
you're on place 23 with 13,890 Agma.
Honestly, I'm kind of impressed with that.
What place am I?
You don't show up because you're no longer on the server. And this only shows people that are on the server.
Sad
What rank
face.
am I? Probably pretty
You
low.
don't. Are you even on the server?
Yeah,
I-
Stealthy's in it.
I
It
am.
only shows the top 25. So if you have less than 12,000 messages, you're not gonna be on
Okay,
there.
I see.
They've been pwned.
Like,
Thank
because
you,
The
Sayo.
leaderboard calculation is a bit expensive. The only way I get away with it is by caching it, and doing that for more than 25 people would be absurd. That's why we only have the top 25. In case anyone's wondering. This is the reason for that.
All right. Anyway, so any other final words for the people? Wisdoms?
69.
Yeah.
Vote Paxallow for best language. I know the voting's over, but vote Paxallow.
Yeah, it's only been like a month or so since the voting closed.
It's been 2 months.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 months.
Oh God. All right. Well, there you go. Census stream complete. Further analysis to be conducted.
Heck yeah.
But we need to go to bed.
I need to go to bed.
good
I
night.
very much need to go to bed. All right.
I do have a
Yo,
few
you
things I'm gonna talk to you about, Agma, but
Oh yeah, true.
That-
But stream
wrong.
shall end in like
Yep.
10 seconds.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, GG. The end. See you at the next
Goodbye.
census. Fill out the next census. Past 3,000.
fill in the next
And
Do that.
Do that. And